Okay, we're back. Hello, and welcome for joining. We're back with more tier list and shit. Well, I say tier list, but it's actually another one of them turny things. We are going over the best video of all time. And this is a strong start. Fetish tier list time. My fetish, top tier. Your fetish that I don't agree with, bottom tier. You know that, see, my opinion is fact because I put your favorite thing in the F tier and my favorite thing in the S tier. This is the equivalent. This is more powerful than drawing your favorite thing as a virgin and my favorite thing as a Chad. Can we possibly do a waifu and husbando tier list? Just for asking me that, you fucking gooner, because I know you want to do it for gooner purposes, I am now unbookmarking the waifu tier list that I have. Okay, but is my fetish in the Bible? Checkmate, head ass. No, but my fetish involves the Bible. And some ass. Perhaps applying the Bible to some ass. With some force. Anyways, so we have a choose the greatest video game of all time, featuring a bunch of video games from 2024 at most recent. I'm sure there's a 2025 list. I was too lazy to look for it. And I'm sure, honestly, like 10% of these are going to be difficult. The rest are going to be easy. Let's be honest. Y'all know I don't play popular thing. Oh boy, vague and obscure anime video game with horrific violence and gore. Let's go. Anime bullshit that sold 10 copies, my favorite.
You may be kink shaming me for my kinks and putting them in F tier, but kink shaming is my 𝐾𝐛𝐨𝐬𝐧.
That's crazy. I think that was the closest you've gotten to TTS. Whoa. Hell yeah, my kink is the Bible. I just checked. Your kink is in the Bible. There's a lot more in the Bible than you think there is. You with the fetish for women turning you into pillars of salt. Anyways, this is really funny. This is a strong start. Listen, Black Ops is a really good Call of Duty game. Do you think Call of Duty Black Ops is one of the best games of all time? Call of Duty Black Ops isn't even one of the best Call of Duties of all time. It's definitely up there, but it's not even the best. It's easily goes to Mario Galaxy. Oh, man. Well, objectively, Apex is just a better game. Objectively, it was designed, it's got much tighter design, and objectively has done so much more for the industry. It is an objective truth that Apex Legends. I'll give it a limbo. Rainbow Six Siege. Aw, man, I gotta pick between two evils. I don't like any of these. Specifically, Luke 745. It's a passage about kissing feet. That did not take you long to find. Listen, I've sat in voice calls with bitches playing Rainbow Six Siege. And I have sex with someone who really likes Pokemon. Oh! Ooh, actually, never mind. I was gonna say Yakuza Kiwami easily, but then I thought about it. Wait a minute. That's Kiwami. That's not Yakuza 0. I'm sorry, but does Yakuza have dress to impress? Does Yakuza have doors? Does Yakuza have disaster survival? Yakuza Kiwami could be in Roblox. Yakuza 0 clears. It's a little hard, it's a little tighter to say between Roblox and Kiwami. I'm sorry. I just think the Roblox is objectively the better game. Kiwami is also peak. No, see, if it was the original Yakuza 1, I'd have given it to it simply for the delivery of 10 years and the joint made you a fucking pussy. Kiwami removing the option to have either English or Japanese. Well, there wasn't an option to begin with. But Kiwami not giving me the option between original English dub and the JP version, it's worse in my opinion. You know what else is worse? Inscription. What do I know about Inscription? It's really cool. Then you get to the back half of the game, and then it's a little disappointing. Geometry Dash has survived the test of time. It is a game of skill. It is video game boiled down to the pure essence of video game. Let's go into Geometry Dash, baby. Oh, man! We got Snormeiger's Civilization 5 versus Tsukihime. One of these did an objectively good thing by giving me hot vampire woman and her funny little scrimblow cat. Come on! Tsukihime sweep! Just for that, I'm gonna do 10 squats in the corpse of Civ 5. Alright. Oh shit, there goes my headphones. Alright, 10 squats inbound. We teabagging on Civ 5. Snormeyer Civ 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Resident Evil 2 versus Stardew Valley. I would say point to Resident Evil 2 because I just haven't played Stardew Valley. I think Stardew Valley is probably a really good game. I just haven't played it yet. Stardew Valley has Krobus. Resident Evil 2 doesn't have Krobus. I really like my time with Resident Evil 2. Maybe some nerds might argue that the original version of Resident Evil 2 is far superior to the remake. However, I am young and fertile. And I have not played the original Resident Evil 2. However, I have played Resident Evil 2 Remake. And I haven't played Stardew Valley. So I'm gonna give this simply to Resi 2 for being in my library. It's RE3 fans. You would be surprised. There are people out there that say Resident Evil 2 Remake does not compare to the original version. Which they're entitled to have that opinion. However, I'm young and fertile and have not played the original Resident Evil 2. God of Snore 1 or Titan Fail 2. I mean, you can still play God of War 1, no problem. Titanfall 2 is a little difficult. Titanfall sweep! I have yet to play. I've watched a playthrough of God of War 1, God of War New. What the fuck do we call it? Is it God of War 2019? Pokemon Black versus Bioshock 2. Bioshock 1. Why did I say Bioshock 2? Because of your message, TF2 versus TF2. I'm giving this to Bioshock easily. I used to be terrified of... Oh, Gary's mod, easily! Do you agree that Half-Life 2 is the greatest video game of all time? Half-Life 2 isn't even the best Half-Life. Isn't even the greatest Half-Life of all time. You kidding me? Half-Life 2 is just riding off the coattails of, all the innovation and changes that Half-Life 1 brought. Valve over here going like, we can't top Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2 is our magnum opus when their actual magnum opus, source filmmaker, Overwatch diva porn is right over there. Choose my winner, Gary's mod. Half-Life 2 is just a messier, weaker, unfinished version of Half-Life 1. The only good part of Half-Life 2 is Ravenholm. Clash Royale or Balatro. Well, one of us gave us, one of these gave us Hog Rider. However, the other one gave us Ben Starr in Jester makeup. Sucking on a banana. And so I gotta give it to Balatro. Balatro has revolutionized white women going forward. Hey, check on your white girl. Make sure she's not playing Balatro. Jimbo sleep! Let's see. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 or Pokemon Black? Easily. That Pokemon's not even black. That's a white Pokemon on a black background. That's false advertising. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 you can pick up on PC for $25. $20 actually. And it's got an absolute plethora of features before even getting into the insane amount of custom maps and custom modding features available. You got a really tight, really fun, underappreciated multiplayer, a campaign that features 4-player co-op. It's not a good campaign, but it's a fun campaign. It's one of the few Call of Duty campaigns to feature 4-player co-op. And one of the tightest zombie experiences of all time. And that's before you even get into all the modding and the custom maps easily, readily available at the click of a button. Black Ops 3, easily. Goat Simulator or Subway Surfers? Well, one of these is featured on the bottom half of my Family Guy Funny Moments TikToks. The other one isn't even discussed anymore. The other one I blame solely for the death of Sanctum. We could have had Sanctum 3 by now. No, we want Deep Rock Galactic and Goat Simulator 2. I mean 3, because they skipped 2 because we're funny and quirky. Fuck you, Coffee Stain Studios. Give me Sanctum 3. Black Ops 3 was one of the only COD games that you've played, actually. You enjoyed it. If you have it on PC, there's literally hundreds upon hundreds of custom zombie maps in the workshop. Somebody remade PT for Black Ops 3. And they hid it inside of a Minecraft map. I don't remember the name of it. I think it's called Minecraft Nightmare Survival or something. It's a Minecraft map that you download and then you play as normal, and then when you progress, it secretly boots up PT, and then you're playing PT in Black Ops 3. It's one of my favorite fucking experiences ever, because why? 1, you're playing Call of Duty. 2, you're playing a modded Minecraft map for Call of Duty Zombies. 3, actually, it's not a modded Minecraft map for Call of Duty Zombies. It is a front for Hideo Kojima's PT. Why are we going through all these steps to play PT? Kingdom Hearts 3 or Fire Emblem Awakening? I haven't played Awakening. I know a lot of people really like Awakening. A lot of people have a lot of problems with Awakening being the beginning of the quote-unquote animeification of Fire Emblem. Newsflash, asshole! Fire Emblem was always anime. But of the new generation of Fire Emblem games, this is a lot of people's favorites. But this one doesn't have Byleth. Can we get some Byleth poggies in the chat? I should definitely play the original Resident Evil 2. Yeah, but that game's old. It's different art styles. I'm giving it... This doesn't specify if this is Kingdom Hearts 3 or Kingdom Hearts 3 plus the DLC. Kingdom Hearts 3 is really good. I was really satisfied with Kingdom Hearts 3. The story was a little bit messy, but they had emotional highs that have stuck with me, and I'm still really happy to have played. And goddamn, that DLC is really fun. The combat's still great in Kingdom Hearts. I haven't given it Kingdom Hearts 3. Let's see. Super Predator Melee! Oi! Dark Souls 3. I'm giving it to Dark Souls 3 simply because I want to be contrarian. I'm sure Melee's fun. Melee doesn't have Rosalina or Byleth in it, so I gotta give it to Dark Souls 3. Granted, Dark Souls 3 also doesn't have Rosalina or Byleth in it. But it's got the Firekeeper. Slay the Spoke, come on! You're just gonna put Borderlands 3 out to die like that? You're just gonna kill it? This is so unfair to Borderlands 3. They didn't stand a chance against just about every single game on this list. Maybe it stood a chance against Half-Life 2, but like, come on. You're just sending it out to die putting it up against Slay the Spire. The only reason you would put Borderlands 3 up against Slay the Spire is hoping dude bros who are playing this list haven't touched Slay the Peak. Yeah, Hydrogen Bomb versus Coughing Baby. Hey, if you haven't already, go play Slay the Spire. Pick it up on sale for like $5. It's a really good time. You will lose your entire day to it. This game fucks. The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass versus Black Ops 2. I would have been inclined to give it to Zelda if it was Wind Waker. I don't think a handheld Zelda holds up to... I don't think a handheld Zelda really holds up to Black Ops 2, which is arguably one of the best Call of Duties ever made. One of the tightest multiplayer experiences. The zombies is honestly a bit of a letdown, but that's my personal taste. Campaign is still phenomenal. Shockingly, unfortunately, very relevant. Cortes Dia. It takes place in this year in the middle of a trade war between China and the United States. And wouldn't you know it? There's a trade war between China and the United States. And also, the game's biggest antagonist utilizes social media to push his agenda and push out his propaganda. Wouldn't you know it? There are villains owning social media. Unfortunately relevant. However, our reality isn't as cool as the Black Ops 2 reality. How come I don't have a Pack-a-Punch? I want to put my pussy in the Pack-a-Punch machine. Let me put my pussy in the Pack-a-Punch machine. I want that shit to have the Pack-a-Punch glow to it. Listen, I haven't played Phantom Hourglass, but like, of the Toon Link saga, I think none of them really lived up to, as far as I'm aware, from word of mouth, none of them really lived up to the highs of Wind Waker, and I like Black Ops 2. So I'm giving it to Black Ops 2. Plants vs. Zombies versus Wii Sports Resort. Was Wii Sports Resort the one that had the sword fighting? Well, whatever it is, I have to give back shots now. Look, if it was original Wii Sports, I'd give it to it. As usual, we get all the bad of the cyberpunk dystopias, not the fun treats. Real and true! Dog, there are people out there who still have YouTube careers and are pushing out content on base original Plants vs. Zombies. I think the amount of joy and fun and time sink society has pulled out of Plants vs. Zombies is insane. Wii Sports Resort requires you to get that stupid little accessory for the Wii Remote. I'm giving it Plants vs. Zombies. Tell me, Star Wars fans, if Battlefront 2 was so good, why is there no Battlefront 2 3, huh? If Battlefront 2 was so good, why did they reboot it? If Battlefront 2 was so good, why did they port it to Steam in a lackluster port? Anyways, I'm giving it to Battlefront 2. Come on. There's no way Crossy Road's winning this. Pokemon Sword versus The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Once again, I have not played either of these, but knowing the development and history and reception behind both of these games, this is literally Coughing Baby versus Hydrogen Bomb. Breath of the Wild does not stand a chance. That dog has a sword in its mouth. That's a Dark Souls reference, baby. We gotta give it a Pokemon Sword. Breath of the Wild has weapons that break. That's lame. Twink doesn't even get railed by the big fish guy. What's the point? What's the point of having Link and Big Fish Man if there's not gratuitous sex between the two of them on screen? Breath of the Fumble, honestly. Anyways, come on. Let's say they fixed Pokemon Sword after all this time. Let's say Pokemon Sword runs a lot better on the Nintendo Switch 2. I still think there were a lot of fundamental issues that people have at that game that just performance tweaks aren't gonna fix. Breath of the Wild, people are gonna be really annoying about for the next decade. Yes, he does. Oh, damn, what the fuck? Oh, dude, come on! Assassin's Creed Black Flag versus Pizza Tower. Actually, now that I think about it, one of these did really one of these basically revolutionized fucking ship controls and sailing in video games. And then never was able to follow up on that despite its development studio making a pirate game. Yeah, Black Flag, I was like, okay, I don't play Assassin's Creed, but Black Flag is kind of like the best one they ever put out from what I hear from a lot of people. However, Pizza Tower, funny. Funny Italian guy. Link absolutely has sexist side on. You've seen it. You've seen Link getting pegged by every single named character. It has to be in the game. The models are too well done. It has to be in-game footage. You know what? Fuck it. This isn't about objectivity. This isn't about what objectively is the best game ever. This is my list. I'm giving it to the funny pizza man.
_Vera has dropped off a milk delivery for Snek.
Wait, no! Huh? You're supposed to save them. No! I understand milk and eggs are part of the recipe for making food. I don't think you need milk and eggs to make pizza. Stanley Parable versus Jedi Survivor. I'm sure Jedi Survivor is a fine game, but Stanley Parable funny. I really should stream. Oh, dude! Ah, fuck. Wait a minute. Was Reboot Ratchet and Clank good? Is it just Ratchet and Clank 1 but prettier? Because I fucking love Ratchet and Clank, but like, I think specifically this is the new one, right? Is Lego Batman even the one that people like? I thought it was the Lego Star Wars games that people really liked. I'm so torn because I haven't fucking played either of these. I played the original Ratchet and Clank. I fucking love the original Ratchet and Clank, but this is Reboot Ratchet and Clank, based on the movie that people keep forgetting came out. Because it was just the video game's cutscenes, 1-to-1. Did you guys know the Ratchet and Clank movie came out? No, I don't mean that it's just the video game's cutscenes ported to YouTube. I mean, there's actually a Ratchet and Clank movie. And it's just the video game, 1-to-1. It's really weird. It's something that felt like should have been way bigger of a deal, but came out way later than it had any right to, and nobody cared. The movie got a video game? The movie and the game came out at the same time. The movie and the game are the same story, which are just retellings of the first game. But really cinematically, it's weird. I'm gonna give it to Ratchet and Clank because I'm gonna assume that they didn't include the original PS2 version. And I haven't played Lego Batman, so I don't care. I'm sure there's better Lego games. Fallout 3 or Minecraft Java Edition. I mean, it's Java, but it's Java Minecraft. This is the one where you can install the Jenny mod on. Yeah, the Capital Wasteland in Fallout 3 is really atmospheric, but Fallout 3 doesn't even... It's not even the best of the Bethesda Fallouts. It's Minecraft easy. Resident Evil 4 versus Lego Star Wars, a complete I'm sorry, one of these has Ashley Graham. And it sure as shit ain't Nerd Wars. One of these has Ashley Graham. And it ain't Star Wars. Destiny versus... Dude! The only way I see Destiny winning is dude bros who have not played Metal Gear Solid 2. But for just about anyone else, this is Coughing Baby versus the Hydrogen Bomb. Not just any hydrogen bomb, the hydrogen bomb. Come on! R.I.P. looter shooters. Borderlands 3 and Destiny. Not even Destiny 2, Destiny 1. Isn't this one completely inaccessible now? I don't know, maybe. Point stands. You'll just send Destiny out to die. The purified hydrogen bomb in Metal Gear Rex. Hi, Jelly. What's poppin'? Halo, the Master Chief Collection versus The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Look, I love Halo. Halo Reach is one of my favorite shooters of all time. I have so much fun playing Halo Reach. I hate the Master Chief Collection's menu layouts and UI. I hate trying to find matches in the Master Chief Collection. I think the Master Chief Collection is absurdly large for games that should not be that big. Reach is not that fun to play in Master Chief Collection. I'm giving it to Wind Waker. And I really like Halo. I really like Halo 3 and Halo Reach. I don't like having to deal with the Master Chief Collection's menus. Also, I literally got motion sick playing Halo 1 through the Master Chief Collection. Master Chief Collection physically made me ill. Gonna leave. Take care, Cheesy Blue. Thanks for hanging out. Shout out to your goat Fugtrup for making amazing Link content for years. Shout out to Fugtrup in general. Mei isn't even like my favorite girly of Overwatch, despite, you know, I love me some thick bitches. But shout out to Fugtrup anyways. No one does it like them. Welcome back, Supersonic. Mario Galaxy 2. Dude! This is so unfair. You're just sending Mario Galaxy 2 out to die. Come on. Y'all know I have beef with Mario Galaxy 2. You know I have beef with Mario Galaxy 2. You know what I don't have beef with? Dark Souls 2. I have opinions that I do not think a lot of y'all are gonna agree with. There are thoughts in my head, and I have thoughts and opinions that I don't think a lot of people are gonna agree with. I have I have opinions about if I say what I want to say, it's not that I will be banned. There will be blood, there will be a bounty put on my head, but as it stands, I have completed one of these games multiple times, and the other one I have not. Now, Bloodborne has Lady Maria, but if it goes to Brawl, come on, it goes to Brawl. Brawl is my everything. Come on now. So listen. Bloodborne's really annoying if you play in offline mode. Bloodborne is obnoxious if you play in offline mode. I don't want to grind for blood vials. I'm not grinding for blood vials. I don't care. Bloodborne doesn't have Zero Suit Samus. Thank you very kindly. You, me, Libra. You can't even play Bloodborne. I know there are I have a lot of friends out there who are gonna be really upset at me for picking Smash Brothers Brawl over Bloodborne. But I'm just saying how it is. I really liked my time with Bloodborne. I really enjoyed the aesthetic and the world of Bloodborne. I need nasty, gratuitous, violent sex with Lady Maria. I think Bloodborne does a lot of really cool things and has some of my favorite bosses in the entirety of From Software's lineup. But I gotta be honest, I don't like FromSoft games as much as most people. I think they're fun. I have a lot of good times with them. I don't like them as much as most people. On Bloodborne, I felt a little let down by it with how annoying blood vials were to get, especially because I didn't have PlayStation Plus, so I couldn't go to the cum dungeon and just grind out blood echoes to buy more blood vials. And also, I wasn't crazy on the lack of build variety in Bloodborne. Bloodborne's a cool game. I like the amount of expression I have in a Dark Souls compared to Bloodborne. Bloodborne doesn't have the same player expression. Anyways, Modern Warfare 2. Baldur's Gate 3 versus Persona 5 Royale. This is a tough one because I don't care about either of these. This is a tough one. You know what? Giving it to Baldur's Gate 3. I think Baldur's Gate 3 as a package is just way more impressive than Persona 5 Royale. I'm sure P5 is a really cool game. Unfortunately, you know what? I'm knocking points on Persona because you would think Persona 5 would have been a big victory for JRPGs and the perception of JRPGs, but somehow the most annoying people about RPGs latch on Persona 5. Yeah, I'm not crazy about JRPGs and their anime-isms, but I'll make an exception for Persona 5. Why aren't more games like Persona 5? Less anime games and JRPGs should be about kids in high school. Unless you're Persona. Why did the most annoying people latch on Persona 5? I'm sorry the Shin Megami Tensei properties. You deserve better. But also, coming from Atlas and coming off of other Persona games, P5 is pretty cool. It's more Persona, and they're good. They're pretty good at it. But it's not as impressive as a victory lap as I think Baldur's Gate 3. Also, Shadowheart has a really nice ass. You can have sex with Shadowheart, and it's not weird, because she's an adult. You're gonna say you care a lot more about P5R than BG3, especially the music. I haven't played either, and to me, I think Baldur's Gate 3 is more of an impressive triumph in development than Persona. Persona was like, dude, it's Persona. You better not fuck this up. Whereas Baldur's Gate 3 was, holy shit, they pulled it off. Persona 5 is like, oh, thank God they didn't fuck it up. Oh, thank God it's good. Are you guys trying to get me to not vote on Bowser's Inside Story? Vor mentioned! Issue the citation! 0 days since Vor mentioned reset the clock. People act like that? Oh, you don't know Supersonic? There's so many people who think JRPGs are bad and they go, the only exception is Persona 5. It's like, no, actually, you can't write off an entire genre just because you're annoying and don't want to engage with it. If you like P5R, you should try more games in the same genre because they're actually all really good. Listen, I'd have given it to Mario and Luigi if it was Partners in Time. I gotta give it to Gears 3. Come on! It's Gears 3! It's the end of the trilogy! The best the multiplayer has been! A satisfying conclusion to a series that really should have ended after 3. A satisfying conclusion. The best the multiplayer has ever been. The tightest the horde mode has ever been. And they introduced a competitive horde mode? Hello? It's only more on top of more on top of more. Good on top of good on top of good. I will take responsibility. Death to Vor game. Gears of War 3. Let's go. Also, the queen can get it. Gears 3 does have one of the worst final bosses you ever seen in a video game. Yeah, but the queen can get it. And also, Gears of War has never been good. Gears of War has never had good final bosses. Yeah, I was about to say, Gears just doesn't know how to do final bosses. Gears of War is great gameplay. They don't know how to do boss battles. One of these gave us Android 21. But like, one of these gave us Android 21. But League of Legends gave us so much more. Dragon Ball FighterZ is a really fun 3v3 fighting game. And as a Mexican, I owe so much. League of Legends has done so much evil for this world. But realistically, League of Legends as a product is a vile evil that needs to be contained. But if you think about it, it's like the black wall from Cyberpunk. Beyond the walls that is League of Legends are some of the worst players that you can encounter online. But thankfully, you can only encounter them if you play League of Legends. I think credit to where credit is needed. League of Legends should be given it because it works as a containment field. I have my issues with League and Dead by Daylight, but are they not containment fields? Do they not serve a higher function for society by containing some of the worst evils out there to them? Yeah, exactly. Containment facility. Also, dog. Gang. Pumpies. I gotta give it to League of Legends for the insane amount of pornography I have consumed of this franchise. It's so evil that some of the sexiest characters are conceived for League of Legends. It hurts me physically. But innovation's important. Innovation's important. Ooh, wow. Okay. You know, most Guilty Gear players wouldn't even say Strive is the best one. It is sexy, though. Impressive mental gymnastics, thank you. Look, I just think there's probably... Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is probably on this list. And probably deserves a 3v3 slot over Dragon Ball FighterZ. Special hatred shout out to Persona 3 Reload because they removed FemC. Didn't they port P3 portable to Steam though and modern consoles? So you can still get the FemC experience, just not in a pretty package that costs $60. Are there trans characters in Fallout? You, the player, are the trans character. It's like that one fake Hideo Kojima tweet. You know, people often ask me why I don't include LGBT characters in my video games. But they forget that my characters do have gay characters. You, the player, are the gay character. If you're playing Fallout New Vegas, you aren't the trans character yet, give it a few years. Listen, this one's for Lily, and I'm not gonna give it to Strive because Lily wants me to give it to 𝐒𝐳 or whichever one she made me play. I think New Vegas is the better of the Fallout games. I have way more time in New Vegas than I do in Guilty Gear Strive. Bloons Tower Defense or Tomb Raider. Coughing Baby versus Hydrogen Bomb. Come on! Bully Scholarship Edition versus Doom Eternal. This isn't even fair. I think Bully should be experienced. I think everyone should either watch a playthrough or play through Bully. But dude, Doom Eternal is just so fucking fun. It's not even my favorite of the new Dooms. But come on, Doom Eternal's a damn good time. Little Big Planet versus Last of Us. Come on. Look, I like Last of Us 1. I actually like Last of Us 1. I've never fucking played it, but I like it. That one was a no-brainer. I still don't think Last of Us 1 is a good experience. I don't... Best ever? Come on now. Hey, I was streaming Among Us with some friends on Saturday. You didn't catch me streaming Last of Us Part 2 with friends on Saturday. I'm giving it to the funny beans. Oh, I really like Outlast. I think Outlast, of the hide-and-seek horror games, Outlast is one of the better ones. However... Listen, when I think of the best of the Personas, none of them have had. Listen, Persona 5 lost the win, but I think I gotta give it to P4 because no one serves cunt like you, Narukami. No one's doing it like you, Narukami. So much so they had to bring his ass back. Persona 4 remake announced. My turn again. Oh God. You know what? I gave it to League of Legends last time. I haven't. When's the last time any of y'all have consumed Valorant porn? Valorant is somehow just more annoying Counter-Strike. Which is crazy, because Counter-Strike's already obnoxious. You didn't see Mass Effect 2, Ocarina of Time, or Outer Wilds. Did you miss something? Yeah, you missed, 256 total outcomes. We're not done yet, buddy. We're still going through them. Get dog. Oh, but I don't even like Skyrim that much. But if I had to pick, I'd probably play Skyrim over Valorant. Even unmodded. You think you've seen SFW content of Valorant exactly 4 times? Yeah, what happened? Like, it's not that Valorant's dead. It's very much alive and kicking, but I don't see people talking about it as much. Has there just been nothing of note? Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Well, there's my favorite. Well, there's my favorite Bethesda Elder Scrolls game. But dude, come on, it's fucking Batman Arkham Asylum. Are you stupid? The game oh, well, this isn't fair. This isn't fair. If you thought the last one was unfair, this is completely unfair. Come on. Come on. That's not fair at all. Do people even like Civ 6? I remember Civ 4 being the one everyone liked, and then all they did was bitch that every game after it wasn't Civ 4. Yeah, but Serena's hot. Who cares? You need to play through an incredibly mid DLC story to get to Serena. You can't even romance her without mods. Didn't stop me from staring at her vampire boobs all the time on the Xbox 360. Who cares? Fallout 4 was your first Fallout game. You did not enjoy it. You have not played a Fallout game since. You're not missing out on much. People will say that Fallout New Vegas is quintessential and needs to be experienced. You aren't missing out on much. Hi, it's Spaghetti. Welcome for joining. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. How's it going? You know what's so funny? Y'all see that emote that It's Spaghetti is using? When I got the new emotes commissioned, I generally considered getting that one, but I went, I'll save it for another time. I really want these other ones a lot more. Skyrim was on the 360, starts turning into dust. Yeah, it was. Skyrim released in 2011 on November 11th, 11/11/11 for the Xbox 360. I went to a swap meet and bought a copy of Skyrim at that swap meet. But I wasn't sure if I was going to like Skyrim. So I went to GameStop and bought the Fallout 3 and Oblivion double pack. I had to ask my dad to come pick it up for me because they were M-rated. My dad drove me to a GameStop to pick up these games. And he sat in the car while I went to go buy it. And then I shuffled out and I went, it's $5, but I can't buy it because I'm not 17. So I had to get him to buy it for me. And then I played Fallout 3 and Oblivion, and I loved those games. And then I bought New Vegas, and I went, damn, this is way better than 3. And then I bought Skyrim, and I went, this is a lot of fun. And now I'm older, and I go, yeah, I had a good time with them as kids, but now that I've broadened my horizons and played more games of that genre, man, I can never go back. I can never go back. These games are really hard to go back to. I got a gaming PC specifically for Skyrim because I used to watch those Skyrim mods weekly videos all the time growing up. And I went, wow, I wish I could mod on Xbox. And then I got a gaming PC because I really wanted to play modded Skyrim. I even told the person at the Best Buy, I'm looking for a computer that can play modded Skyrim. And now I just play porn games. Because who the fuck needs Skyrim for that? Where you just download porn games. It's great. You need to say this somewhere. 𝐉𝐸𝐿 Valentine is actually so peak. You thoroughly enjoyed your time in Guilty Gear, Xrd, and Strive. You like Strive more simply because you played it more. Oh, all the way. I love 𝐉𝐸𝐿. I love the burger girly. I would love to... I would love to just let her sit on my lap and eat burgers all day. I would be so content with that. Hi, Postilino. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Welcome for joining. Porn game, so Skyrim. No, because you have to work to make Skyrim a porn game. I could just download a game that is pornographic and get porn right off the bat. You have to work to make Skyrim a porn game. Sure, you could download a bunch of big titty mods, but at the end of the day, it's all built off of Skyrim's back end, where you just get a game that's based entirely around big titties. Anyways, point goes to FNAF. Hades or super hot. Super hot. So I have finished Hades. I know, I have finished Super Hot. I have not finished Hades. However, I have played like 2 hours of Hades. I had a way better time in those 2 hours than I did Super Hot. Super Hot is a really cool gimmick that I think after a while kind of outstays its welcome. And is more of a tech demo game than a game. Also, Hades is just a sexy video game all around. Hey! People who play this game in my chat, which one do you like more? I'll give it a Pokemon Emerald. You Pokemon fans, you can have this one. I think Cal would want me to pick this. Oh, man! Why would you do this to Bioshock Infinite? That's so unfair! I don't... Mind you, I like the gameplay of Bioshock Infinite. Mind you, I like the gameplay of Bioshock Infinite. But that is so unfair to Bioshock Infinite. Come on! Bioshock Infinite's got a lot of problems. Its gameplay has problems coming off of the backs of Bioshock 1 and 2, but as a standalone package, it's still a really fun game. Oh man, that's rough. Hi, 𝐿𝐿 Look at joining. You just got here and we're talking about porn. You swear you have the worst time for chats. No, that's fine. That's just kind of how it is around here. Listen, we wear that 18 plus badge with... Did you not have to accept a warning that said, hey, this stream is intended for mature audiences? No, that's just how it is on average around here. Hi, 𝐿𝐿 What's poppin'? Welcome for joining. Enter the Gungeon versus Cuphead. I think Cuphead is a big victory. No, that's, yeah, see, that's just the vibe of this place. Hi, honey, let's pop in. Welcome for joining Cal. Cal, if you had to pick between Pokemon Emerald and The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, which one would you have picked? Because I was really hoping you would show up and answer for me, but I picked Pokemon Emerald. I hope I picked right. Use alternate players that warned as a pop-up. RIP! Well, anyways, welcome for joining. Hi, how's it going? I'm GoodnightSnek, virtual assassin of Vtubers. Also a bit of a whore. So no, don't worry. That's just the average conversations around here. It's either video game history or, sexual. You know, I really liked my time with both these games, but Cuphead is frustrating. Visually gorgeous, incredible, and is a huge victory for the creators behind the game. So glad that it worked out and they made their money back and that guy didn't have to foreclose on his home. However, Gungeon's a lot of fun. If you played Gungeon co-op, that's a lot of fun. Guys, you know how I feel about white women. I'm sure Until Then is a really beautiful game. The art style is gorgeous. I'm sure it tells a wonderful story. However, I've not played it. I have, however, watched a plethora of thigh jaw videos featuring this lady right here. Also, it's got Venom twerking. Come on. Shout outs to Synthetic Peach for no-lifing in this game. Wolfenstein: The New Order versus Incest. Game where you murder Nazis versus game where the twist is that you got your sister pregnant. Jeez, I wonder where it goes. Jeez, I wonder which one gets the vote. That's okay, you don't slut shame. It was a jolt to join pressing here. I just played for the point. Well, see, the thing was, Skyrim was on here, and I go, listen, Skyrim maybe did a lot, and it was a lot of people's favorite games. However, if you're playing Skyrim just to download porn mods, then at that point, just play a porn game. They're not that difficult to get a hold of anymore, despite MasterCard and Visa's best attempts. You don't need to go through all the effort of modding big boobs in Skyrim. There are just games about big boobs that are out there that are actually fun. The twist in 12 minutes is what? So, I'm gonna do my 10 squats. Because 10 squats are just redeemed. 12 minutes is a really cool game that everyone goes, huh? What? Huh? So you can either kill Nazis in brutal, violent fashions. You know we love our violence. Or get your sister pregnant. Hold. Squat time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Blah. Alright, think of the squats. So, I need to talk about this because apparently y'all don't know. Apparently y'all don't know. I mean, when did 12 minutes come out? It's been a while. Maybe no one's thought about 12 minutes in forever. So if you don't know, 12 minutes is a game. It's a time loop game. You are a man who is just coming home from work. It is your anniversary and your wife has a surprise for you. But, uh-oh. Oh no. An intruder has broken into your home and has murdered you. You have 12 minutes before the killer gets there to figure out how to stop him and prevent these series of events from your death. And it is a time loop game. You have to keep rewinding time and reliving the same 12 minutes to try and solve the mystery behind this man who is murdering you and why he is murdering you and your wife. You discover all sorts of things like, oh, your wife is pregnant and that's her big secret. She's going to reveal that she's pregnant and that you're having a baby together. And then it's revealed, hey, this man is looking for this jewel or whatever. I'm going to say it's like a jewel. I don't remember what it actually is. That belonged to your wife's father. And actually, this is all in your head. And you are living through a therapy session right now in which your wife's father is hypnotizing you to get you to no longer be in love with this woman that you want to be your wife, because actually, that's your sister! That's your long-lost sister! And he doesn't want you dating his daughter because his daughter is your sister and he's your dad. I don't remember. It was really convoluted. None of the events and none of the murder time loop stuff actually happened. It was really cool up until they went, yeah, this is a story about incest. And there are 2 endings, I think. Ending 1, give up on it because you're like, wow, that's really weird. Why didn't you just tell me we were related? Why did we have to go this really complicated thing? Versus, I don't care, I'll kill you. I'm gonna have her anyways. It's really bad. Don't play it. But definitely watch a video on it. Or watch someone who streamed it. Go watch the VOD of someone who streamed it. Because it's really funny. I think there's a compilation video out there of various streamers reacting to the twist in 12 minutes. It's... hoo boy. I think Pat and Paige covered it. Pat stares at. I think Pat and Paige streamed it. So you should check that out. Anyways, let's kill more Nazis. Ghost of Tsushima versus Genshin Impact. Genshin fans, do you want to sell me on it? Because I haven't played Ghost of Tsushima. You have a chance. You have a chance. You have a chance to get the vote. You've seen a clip of the end. You don't want to sell me on Genshin. The dragons are cute, said 𝐒𝐳𝐤. But you did play both of these. Speaking of Skyrim, if you want the modding guide to use, look up Lustful Luna's modding guide. It even recommends some mods to use. It's 18 plus for most part. It'll actually help you so much. But I don't want to play Skyrim for porn mods. I'm just going to play porn games. Also, realistically, I'm probably going to do it in Fallout 4 because it's the prettiest of those games. The only good thing about Fallout 4 is that the graphics are the nicest and the player models are actually attractive by default. You'd rather kill yourself than play racist white person game. Genshin's got some good smart, but you like Ghost. It applies to you specifically, but you don't want people to play it or give them money specifically. Or it appeals to you specifically, because pretty dragons. I think even of the Hoyoverse games, people who play Genshin got the shaft. Because they just don't get as much rewards or as much quality updates as their other Hoyoverse games. Genshin Impact, the greatest gacha game of all time. It's not even the best Hoyoverse game of all time. I'll give it a Ghost. I am really interested in playing Ghost of Tsushima one day. God of War Ragnarok versus game that's never get a sequel versus game that's never getting a sequel. I'm gonna give it to Hollow Knight out of pity. Hey, buddy. It's really fucked up they pitted you against a sequel. That's really not fair. I'll give it to you. Oh, come on! Look, I'm sorry. I'm sure Disco Elysium's really good. I've heard nothing but praise for it. A lot of people who like games I like Disco Elysium. But I'm sorry, Cyberpunk just appeals to me so much more. Set in a setting with characters that appeal to me a lot more. It's just more me. Cyberpunk as a setting and as a story, so much more me. As a style, so much more me. Yeah, Ani, thank you very kind for the membership. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. We're doing good. We're ranking the best video games of all time. Look, if I could pick Smash Brothers Brawl over Bloodborne, you know I have no problem picking Cyberpunk over Disco Elysium. Ah! Shut up, Sneggy! Boo me all you want, you know I'm right! Listen, when people talk about Disco Elysium, they only talk about the narrative and the story. Go read a book, pussy! Cyberpunk is fun. The shooting is satisfying, the movement is incredible. Z's story is one that mirrors my own. I'm just some punk-ass kid who lives in the big city and wants to make it in this world. Leave their mark and leave their name. Oh, I'm Harry Dubois. I'm a sad alcoholic who might be a fascist. Boo-hoo, boy. I know how to drink alcohol responsibly, and I'm not a fascist at all. Suck my clit. I mean, he could also be a communist. Depends on how you play the game. I think my favorite part about Disco Elysium is when people play the game and they go, I don't get it. I was only making choices that felt right to me. Why did Kim call me a fascist by the end? Because he made fascist decisions, buddy. I was just being apolitical. Guess what that means, buddy? Do I have news for you, buddy? Those are my favorite posts to read.
Grab his dick and twist it!
However, I love V and Johnny so much. I love Night City so much, even though I should really hate it. It's a love-hate abuse relationship. Cyberpunk has irreversibly altered me. I will play Disco Elysium. I will go, that is an incredible narrative. But I like Cyberpunk more. Yes, Teresa, what's poppin'? How's it going? Also, hey, Cyberpunk's getting a sequel. Zaum sure as shit should not make any more money from the Disco Elysium property. 𝐒𝐧𝐞𝐤 has an achievement called the world's most laughable centrist. That's great. Yeah, you know what? Cyberpunk 2077 is on the Switch too. You know what else is on the Switch too? Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong and V are in closer proximity than Donkey Kong and Harry Dubois. And Donkey Kong is a man that I trust. He'll protect me. Welcome for joining. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Avid Lurker. Welcome for joining. What's poppin'? Hi, Gabriel. Welcome for joining. Who've been slow? I know how to drink responsibly, and that I choose not to is entirely different. I don't leave my house. You'll chug a pint of vodka. It's funny, you enjoy it, but also you haven't played Hitman. You can't say shit. I know Persona 3 is an incredibly important game to so many people. Is this new Hitman, or is this Hitman in general? It's really hard to tell with this list, you know? It's like, are we talking about the entire franchise, or this one title in particular? I'm gonna say we're talking about this title in particular. And from what I know, new Hitman is really good. Recent Hitman is really good. But is that the newest one? Or is that the one that set off the chain of new Hitmen? You know what? I think I'll give it to Persona 3 Reloaded. I'll give it to P3R. I know it means a lot to a lot of my friends. I'm sure Hitman's fine. I don't really know a lot of Hitman fans. Hitman is like Assassin's Creed, right? And that, like, it's a big property that sells tons of copies and people really like it. But it's really hard to meet people who go, this is my favorite thing ever. It is my everything. I know so much about it. And it has changed me as a person and has affected me on a personal note. Not to say there aren't people out there like that. But I know more people that P3 has changed than Hitman has changed. You're talking about the lack of furries in Cyberpunk. You know what's funny, Cal? Cyberpunk actually has furries. There are furries in Cyberpunk. There's an entire, like those hyper-violent 80s sex cat ladies are in Cyberpunk. There was a guy in Cyberpunk 2077 who had alligator scales. No, there are just cat people and animal people in Cyberpunk. They're called, what are they called? Ferals? They're called ferals or something? I don't know why CDPR didn't include them in Cyberpunk 2077, but there are just wholesale augmented furry people in Cyberpunk who go, you know what? I just want to be my persona. And they are. And apparently they exist as a race because Mike Pondsmith thought it'd be really funny to make his artist draw furry people. Because the artist didn't like the idea of furries. So he went, nah, fuck you. It'd be really funny if I made you draw furries, though. I'm hoping with Cyberpunk 2, they add furries. Listen, Cyberpunk 1 had a lot of development trouble. I can only imagine how much worse that would have been if they included furries. But I need the furries to be hot. Alright? Our player character in Cyberpunk can already be hot. I need the furries to look like that and not like the 𝐒𝐳𝐤, okay? They need to be sex. Listen, hold on. Hold. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find the... No. Let me see if I can find it. No. Where was it? Oh, they're called exotics, not ferals. Here we go. Obviously, can we go furrier? Yes. Is this still not a cat girl with a tail, big ass ears, and cat and feline eyes, and presumably fur instead of just plain skin? This is very 80s cat lady, which, you know, Cyberpunk was made in the 80s. Could be more animalistic, but there we go. I need this in Cyberpunk 2. To also, again, there it is. Trivia. Exotic animal body sculpting exists in Cyberpunk because it was entertaining to make someone who disliked furries to draw them. Which really, what more of a reason do you need to add? What one more of a reason. It'd be really funny to make my artist who doesn't like doing furry art design furries. You need her. I need her. And to be her in Cyberpunk 2. Was Firewatch actually good, or was it just like a narrative game that came out in the middle of a bunch of games that don't do narratives? I'm gonna give it Assassin's Creed 3. Wait, why does it say Assassin's Creed 3, but then the logo, but then the box art was Assassin's Creed 2? Anyways, Mario Odyssey. It's not even my favorite 3D Mario game. It's not even in my top 3, but it's still better than Borderlands 2. Spider-Man 2 or Until Dawn? Fuck. Okay, narrative aside, is Spider-Man 2 just more Spider-Man? I haven't played it yet. But I fucking loved Insomniac's Spider-Man. Is Spider-Man 2 just more of that? Okay, then it goes to Spider-Man 2. I like Until Dawn. It's not worth playing a second time. Well, I like Until Dawn, but of narrative games, there are so many games that do it better. It is a fun experience. It is a great stream for people who have never seen it or played it before. But if I'm going to replay and enjoy, if I'm going to give it to a narrative-based adventure game, it's going to 𝐼𝐵 Files. I'm sorry. Until something comes out that competes with 𝐼𝐵 Files on a narrative level, I'm not going to care. Until Dawn is really fun. Oh, wow! Wongfo's over here batting for Lord of the Rings Conquest. Oh, you're not batting for it. You're going, why the fuck is that on here? You can't even play it. I was gonna say, what the fuck is Lord of the Rings Conquest? Yeah, okay, it's going to Terraria. Final Fantasy 15 versus First Berserker Kazan. Sedessa, are you here? I need you to bat for Kazan before I give it to Boys Road Trip. Because I'm about to give it to the Boys Road Trip. I need you to sell me on Berserker. Spider-Man 2 with the GOAT Miles Morales. You will bat for Final Fantasy. I am also batting for Final Fantasy. But I know Sedessa's in the chat and she's playing through Kazan. And I also know Kazan really recently came out with a DLC costume that just gender swaps the MC. And she is fine. But so is Kazan. However, I'm not the one playing it. And I already mentioned I'm not crazy about Souls games. I picked Smash Bros. Brawl over Bloodborne. I'm giving it a Boys Road Trip. I love my funny boys. Coughing Baby versus Coughing Baby. Listen, I played a lot of Rocket League back in the day when it first came out. I had a lot of fun with it. There's issues with Halo 4, but Halo 4 is way more satisfying to play than Rocket League. Hydrogen Bomb versus Coughing Baby. Also, update, apparently... Fucking update. The publishing company behind Subnautica 2 has promised to extend the deadline for the developers to get their bonus payout because they delayed the game. Due to the reception of them delaying the game, they've decided to extend the time on making sure the devs can get their extended payout. But also, apparently Subnautica 2 is not in a very playable state. And actually, a lot of the leads behind the development studio are really hindering development on Subnautica. There are developers who are a part of the team who deserve better, but the leads in the development studio of Subnautica, this is a Bayonetta 3 situation. I cannot believe it. We got Bayonetted a second time. For those who don't know, I mentioned it before, how Subnautica 2 was set to release in early access, and the developers behind Subnautica 2 were promised a $2.5 million bonus payout should they reach their deadline goals. The publishing company behind Subnautica 2 decided to delay Subnautica 2. And it was speculated at the time, and heads of the development studio came out and said they did it to deny the studio their bonus payout. And obviously, oh yeah, that's like textbook evil video games industry bullshit. Of course. Of course, yeah, I'm not surprised. That would happen. Well, the publishing studios confirmed that they are extending the deadline for the developers to receive that payout. However, this isn't just them being evil and trying to deny payout. Subnautica 2 is not ready for early access. The leads of the development studio will tell you that it is. Subnautica 2 is... New milkshake duck just dropped! Subnautica 2 is in a really bad state right now and is not ready, and there's a lot of unsatisfied playtesters. And the lead devs behind Subnautica 2, the ones in charge of it, are making a big mess of things, and they have no way. They just cannot. They are mismanaging their game. They're mismanaging their team. Hell, one of the lead devs decided to jump the gun and went, we're getting that $2.5 million payout. I'm going to use all my money now to produce an AI Christmas movie. I'm spending all my money on directing an AI Christmas movie instead of making sure Subnautica 2 is a good game. And for those who don't know what the Bayonetta situation was, back when Bayonetta 3 dropped, the original voice actress behind Bayonetta was not reprising her role. And it was really fucked up, but at the time, fans speculated, oh, it's because this Bayonetta is a different Bayonetta. She'll reprise the roles of Bayonetta from Bayonetta 1 and 2. That makes sense. And then, no, she's not in the game at all. And she came out and said, Platinum Games did not want to pay me what I was owed for Bayonetta and decided to recast me behind my back, calling all Bayonutters, please help me get my payout. Everyone went, wow, that's really shitty, Platinum Games. Why did you do that? And then Bayonetta 3 came out and wasn't very good, and that only fueled the fire more. And then it turned out, oh, actually, no, they offered her a substantial amount of money. She just wanted more. Oh. Oops. So this is just that again. Hi, Lily Cat, what is poppin'? Oh, Wongful, you didn't hear about the Subnautica 2 dev who's decided to abandon most of Subnautica 2 and wasn't present for most of development because he's busy making an AI Christmas movie? Directing a Christmas film that's heavily uses AI? You did not. What happened with Subnautica 2? So Subnautica 2, I'm gonna quick recap. Subnautica 2 is announced. Cool. Subnautica 2 is slated to come out in early access real soon. Subnautica 2 is delayed its early access release. Developers come out and say, hey, this game is ready for early access. Why are we... the company is delaying the early access release because if the game had come out, they would have owed us $2.5 million bonus. Everyone goes, wow, that's really scummy and fucking evil. We're going to boycott Subnautica 2 now. Publishing studio comes out and says, hey, you guys don't understand. Subnautica 2 is not ready. It is a mess. The behind the scenes of this game is a mess. Early playtests of the game say it's a mess. Not only that, but we will extend the deadline for the studio to get their $2.5 million bonus if they can clean up this mess. Most of the team in charge is being laid off because they are doing a terrible job of managing it. That guy over there is spending most of his time and money developing an AI Christmas movie instead of working on this game that he is paid to work on. So if Subnautica 2 comes out in a playable state, it is insane. It has just been, oh wow, that sounds really evil, publishing studio. We're gonna rally behind the developers. Oh, the leads in charge of the project are to blame. Got it. I just hope Subnautica 2 comes out and is good. I think the leads in charge all left anyway, so who knows what's gonna happen with Subnautica 2 now. Just Keep a cautious eye out. Anyways, all that to say, Subnautica is way better than Borderlands, a pre-sequel. Mario Sunshine versus Grand Theft Auto 5. I have to be honest, I actually don't know who to give it to. On one hand, I've criticized Grand Theft Auto a lot, but I've played a lot of Grand Theft Auto 5. But also, is there anything that GTA 5 does that GTA San Andreas and 4 didn't already do outside of GTA Online? And even then, GTA Online's online infrastructure is really messy and sloppy and... Okay, Mario Sunshine, you can have it. Okay, I have a lot of issues with Grand Theft Auto as a franchise. I have a lot of issues with Grand Theft Auto 5 specifically. I still really like both of these. I had a lot of fun with them. Oh shit, wow, that duck is Widowy Hidowy the Gwitty. Hi, good Spartan 117, welcome for joining. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, a game no one played. And you can tell no one played it because people were gaslit into believing a song that is not at all featured in MGS5 was an MGS5 because it sounds like something Kojima would do versus the best Legend of Zelda game to ever do it. Versus the best Legend of Zelda game to ever do it. The only one that would argue that maybe does it better than Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, and I will not hear any arguments. Ocarina of Time is revolutionary, Majora's Mask is just a way better version of Ocarina of Time. Twilight Princess is really good. It hits a few the lows are a little low, but it comes really fucking close to hitting the highs of Majora's Mask. I'm giving Majora's Mask. I've also never played a Metal Gear game outside of Revengeance. Also, yo, Assassin Snow, welcome for joining. Thank you for the large duck gritty. You played it! Of course you played it, Wonkful, but you know you're an outlier in this situation. Gritty acknowledged. Follow ensued. Thank you, much appreciated. Hi, Folly Industries, what's poppin'? Welcome for joining. You liked MGS5, but also, listen, I'm not being a contrarian hitting on MGS5. I just thought it'd be really funny. I just thought it'd be really funny to word it that way. Y'all gotta remember, I'm a comedian and entertainer first. But, like, it's really long. Well, for your brain, anyways. He loves Skullface explaining his entire backstory to the wrong person. It is... from a lore perspective, really fucking funny. Which, to be fair, is most of Metal Gear's lore and narrative not... It's really funny that this happened. That's really funny. Yeah, Jackie, let's pop in. Welcome for joining. Happy birthday. This message has been delivered after 3 to 5 business days. It has indeed been between 3 to 5 business days. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Much appreciated. How you doing? Hope you've been swell. What kind of world do we live in that we're forced on principle to agree with the publisher? I mean, to be fair, publishers aren't inherently evil. There's just a lot, it's just that the system in place makes it really easy for publishers to use and abuse their developers. I mean, the purpose of a publisher can do a lot of good. It's just that as it stands, the systems in place now allow publishers to do some really fucked up evil shit. But also at this point, if you're partnering with EA, you're kind of stupid. Right? If you have a really cool project and you have options outside of EA to be published under, you're an idiot for accepting EA's terms. However, also... working under EA or Microsoft is kind of a pump and dump. It's very easy to be like, they gave us a bunch of money, we shit out a product that was really rushed and will not be received well, and I was secretly actually applying to other places in the meantime because I knew how this story goes. EA and Microsoft were devs go to die. Gee, I wonder who published my hardworking game gets offered Blizzard. eating sandwich, watching cringe. Well, it's a good thing you pause the cringe to watch me now, isn't it? What sort of salmon you having? I could fuck up a sandwich right about now. Look at Wild Hearts. Anyways, Bioshock 2 versus Expedition 33. Admittedly, I like Bioshock 2 a lot more than Bioshock 1. And I have not played Expedition 33. I think I would really, really like Expedition 33. Also, whoever this character with the black hair is on the cover, I love you so much. I've seen fan cam edits and art of you, and I'm just kind of in love with you, and I know nothing about you. You want to go get dinner sometimes? But I played Bioshock 2, and I really like Bioshock 2, and I haven't played Expedition 33. And also, the same bitches who are really annoying about Persona 5 are doing the exact same thing in Expedition 33. God damn it! Wow, Expedition 33 and Persona 5 are really good games in the on the turn-based RPG genre. Have really opened my eyes to turn-based RPGs. That must mean that they're an exception and not that I should listen to their lesson of turn-based games are really cool, actually you should play more. I'm gonna be really annoying and say these are the only good ones. Why do the most annoying people keep latching on? Every motherfucker who goes, turn-based games are so cringe. I only like Expedition 33 and Persona 5. I'm gonna lock them into a room. I'm gonna force them to play every single Neptunia in chronological order. Everyone who's the type of person to go, I don't really like turn-based RPGs except for Expedition 33 and Persona 5. I'm going to lock you in a bunker with nothing but saltine crackers and hot water, and you are going to play through the entirety of the Neptunia franchise. This will actually worsen your opinion of JRPGs, but I'm gonna make you play through them anyways. And hey, guess what? A new Nep game will release by the time they finish one. Every time this is a Sisyphusian task, because by the time they finish a Nep game, they're gonna have to. A new one is already released, and I like Nep. That sounds like a great time to majority of people here. Yeah, because most of you people actually play JRPGs outside of Persona 5 and Expedition 33. I can mention the name Raido Kuzunoha, and you know what that is. I say Nep, you go Nep. You love some crackers in warm water. It lives like a parrot. Listen, I need them to not starve to death. Stale saltine crackers. Also, hi, Al. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the follow. The thing with working with the EA and Macro hard is that working with them automatically gives you access to pretty much literally bottomless pockets. Yeah, but then they also go, actually, our pockets do have bottoms, and you're all fired. Your project is canceled. Hi, Obama Llama. Welcome for joining. How's it going? I'm doing swell. We're ranking the greatest video game of all. I'll give it Expedition 33. And I like Bioshock 2 more than Bioshock 1. But I've seen nothing but praise for this game. I just think the people who are annoying about it need to be sent away. Because you don't deserve Expedition 33. I deserve Expedition 33. You don't. That wasn't made for you. Shut up. Anyways, mouthwashing, easily. You can't even play Counter-Strike Go anymore. And Counter-Strike Go, objectively, did nothing but terrible things to Valve. Fully shifted their design ethos and the way they make money. More like Counter-Strike Stop. I thought it said Counter-Slop, and I went, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. Except when I say slop lovingly. Counter-Strike doesn't deserve slop. Gambler is the most racist guy you know, who's really obsessed with Russia and communism, but is weirdly a Nazi, plays Counter-Strike. Guy who blasts the USSR theme and has like a Soviet cap, but then is retweeting Elon Musk and Nazi talking points on Twitter, plays Counter-Strike, and has made $3 and thinks this game's gonna make him rich. Plays Counter-Strike. Mouthwashing. Has really funny animations made by Joe-tastic. And I think if Joe-tastic is repping your game, you're a good game. Brawlhalla versus Blueprints. This is where I say I cannot believe Brawlhalla somehow has an end of service. How did Brawlhalla outlive Multiverses? Brawlhalla wins by doing absolutely nothing. However, I think its art style is really ugly and it's not very satisfying to play. Really pretty bisexual VTuber women play Blueprints. And so I'm giving it to them specifically. I have not played Blueprints, but really beautiful bisexual VTuber women have played Blueprints. So this goes out to beautiful bisexual VTuber women. Oh, man! This is so mean to Force Unleashed. There's someone in Europe absolutely railing their setup out of pure Counter-Strike rage. Brawlhalla is the dark side feel of games. Free-to-play games. People still play Brawlhalla, apparently. Also, highest now, almost poppin', hood been swell. You might be one of them you play. What? You play Brawlhalla? That's a twist I didn't see coming from Greedra. The dragons of Brawlhalla? There's 3 kinds of CSGO players. The trans femme pro players, gamblers, and competitive racists. All 3 categories are competitive. Then you're gonna say all 3 categories are racist. I know racist trans girlies who slinging off. I've played against girlies in these sorts of games who threw a hard R and then had the trans flag on their profile picture. They're not exempt. Listen. That Venn diagram is looking real close like a circle sometimes. Oh! You were talking about Blueprints. You're sexy, you want to play Blueprints. Got it. I genuinely thought you were talking about Brawlhalla and went, Grija, you play Brawlhalla? Anyways, this goes to Elden Ring. San Andreas versus No 9 Souls. Listen, no shade to No 9 Souls, but I haven't played it. Anyone want to bat for No 9 Souls? Or do we just move on to the next round? Because it's fucking San Andreas. Again, I've got a lot of issues with GTA as a whole, but that's more so GTA's inability to adapt and evolve after San Andreas. A lot of problems with San Andreas can be written off as, it's the fucking PlayStation 2, what do you expect? That's as good as it's gonna get on the PS2. What do you expect? Oh, that's kanji. Okay. It's just 9 souls. Okay, well now I'm giving it to San Andreas for, the logo confusing me. Some say there are 7 or 8 souls. Perhaps 10 if you're lucky.
I'll have 2 number 9s.
Aw shit, but Big Smoke wants me to give a vote to 9 souls.
Extra dip. 2 number 45s. 1 with cheese.
Okay, Anissa on YouTube is batting for 9 souls. She says, 9 souls a banger game, but San Andreas wins. Yeah, I'm sure 9 souls is great, but like, that was so unfair putting it up against San Andreas. Dude! Out of all the Call of Duties we've seen, you put fucking Ghost up here? Not Modern Warfare 1. Not fucking... Okay, I saw Modern Warfare 1. You don't put World at War, you put fucking Ghost out of here? Come on, Doki Doki Literature Club clears. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh, Remake specifically versus... Remake, what are you, stupid? I have way more hours in fucking Overwatch than I do Remake. And even if I were to pull out the porn argument, what the fuck? Come on. Overwatch porn doesn't hold a candle to Aerith. Not even Tifa. Aerith, okay? What are you, stupid? Yeah, I love beating my shit to Overwatch girlies. Guess what? None of them are Aerith Gainsborough. What are you, an idiot? Oh, dude, Repo. All the best friend slop to have ever friend slopped. And I say this as someone who likes Lethal Company more. Little Nightmares versus Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Little Nightmares. FF7 remake porn is transcendent. Thinking about that one SFM video of Tifa and Aerith going down on Cloud at the beach in their swimwear as Cloud is eating a soft serve. And I go, God, to be that twink in that moment. I think getting head and eating some soft serve ice cream is the best way to experience life. Cal, do you want to go get ice cream when we hang out in October? And perhaps do other things? To link? Question mark? Do you think I just have it on me? I'm sorry, I'm not the type to beat it off to a video and save it. I will simply find new videos. I found it on Blue Sky though, if that helps. I don't know, dog. Go to Rule 34. Look up CG. 3D CG. Tifa, Aerith, Beach. Exactly! You know what? Hey! Both FF7 and Overwatch, titans of the 3D porn genre. Only one of them made it into Italian Parliament! Only one of them made it into Italian Parliament! No! What are you talking about, Jackie? Blue Sky's exactly for porn. Are you kidding me? It was designed for it. Why do you think they have the warnings? Why do you think they have the warnings? I used to be nervous about reposting lewds on Twitter because my account would get, not even suspended, my account would get neutered and my reach would be cut in half if I posted a boob. I have posted an undescribable amount of boob on Blue Sky. Bioshock Infinite would like a word. No, sit down, Infinite. Sit down. You just remember the R34 tags and call it a day. Exactly. Anyways, this isn't even an option. Watch_dogs versus Overcooked 2. Silly and whimsical times versus... I mean, of the Watch Dogs games, Watch_dogs 1 has actually aged pretty alright. It's okay. It's not a bad I picked it up on sale game. But it's not Overcooked 2! What are you, stupid? This is so unfair to Risk of Rain. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling great, Gutter, but that's okay. You're not feeling bad. Day not treating you swell? I'll treat you better. Sit down, Snek is talking. Exactly, exactly. And I really like Risk of Rain 2. Risk of Rain 2 is not Undertale. Come on! It didn't even occur to me Undertale could be on this list. I'm gonna give it to Spider-Man. I'm sure Omori's fun. I'm sure Omori's good. I like the art style. But I already gave a point to Undertale. Undertale is just stronger Omori. And Spider-Man's a lot of fun. Does anybody remember the Watch Dogs 2 vagina controversy? I don't! What is the Watch Dogs 2 vagina controversy? Do tell! Sorry, trauma game. Spider-Man wins. Young boy with trauma, meet Peter Parker, the original white boy with trauma. Man, Spider-Man 1 did him so dirty. That was fucked up. I bawled so hard playing Spider-Man 1. Or Insomniac Spider-Man. I cried so hard playing that. One of the NPC models in Watch Dogs 2 had a fully modeled vagina under her skirt. And they get to do... Really? That's so fucking funny. They Half-Life, they Half-Life cinematic modded someone? What the fuck? Why was it one NPC? Was it like a prominent character or just some random NPC out in the world? That's hilarious. You know about the specific controversy. You just remember roasting the shit out of Watch and Score Dogs with lack of reflections. Hi, Joseph. What's poppin'? Just a random pedestrian. That's amazing. That's like a Russian roulette of, well, this character got fully modeled pussy? This character got a fully modeled pussy? That's fantastic. That's so fucking funny. They should have let her keep her pussy. Can't believe they de-pussied my queen. Pussy against the world! Gutter, I'm so sorry. Gutter, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I tried to play Far Cry 3. Was it Far Cry 3 or was it Far Cry 4? I think it was Far Cry. I tried to play Far Cry 3. The intro was just so boring. The hand-holdy tutorial was so off-putting. I really like Fortnite. Say what you will. Say what you will. A well-designed, tight, good gunplay, bright, colorful characters. I have beaten my shit to pornography of some of these characters. I have not beaten my shit to Far Cry 3, I can tell you that much. Look, when Fortnite's good, it's good. Some seasons are really weak and have caused me to uninstall the game. But the seasons that I played that I really liked are really fun. Hell, I'm looking at Fortnite on my PlayStation and I go, should I reinstall you after I finish Mass Effect? I kind of miss you. I want to see if the new seasons are any good. I kind of like, the gunplay was actually really good. I'm sorry, I have to give it to Fortnite. Listen, alright? Can you support me by purchasing skins and cosmetics using Goodnight in the shop for Far Cry 3? No, you can't. But if you play Fortnite or buy any games off of the Epic Game Store and use code Goodnight at checkout, you can support me and get me money. That's all I'm saying. Portal 2 or Red Dead Redemption 2? I think Portal 2 is great when you do the co-op campaign. Portal 2's single-player campaign is more Portal 1, which isn't bad, but it didn't feel like it innovated that much. I feel like Portal 2's biggest deal was a co-op campaign, and they really, really dropped the ball by not introducing expansion co-op campaigns. Releasing Portal 2's co-op was insane. Yeah, this is two titans. And mind you, you know I have a lot of issues with Rockstar and their inability to advance past the PS2 era. All they do is make the same game but prettier. But goddamn is Red Dead 2 a really pretty game and really good when it's good. This one go either way. Personally, for you, Red Dead. I'm also kind of leaning Red Dead. I think Red Dead's controls are tighter and better than GTA's, at least. The setting and their story is far more interesting than GTA's. And again, I like Portal 2. I love the co-op campaign of Portal 2. I think one of my favorite genres is two dumbasses are playing Portal 2 again. One of them is a veteran, one of them is brand new, and somehow it's a veteran who can't solve the puzzles. They was talking when somebody interrupts your non-binary friend. I think I'm gonna give it to Red Dead. I think if it was Portal 1, I'd have given it to Portal 1. Because Portal 1 was new, fresh, and innovative at the time. Portal 2 was an expansion of what made Portal 1 good. But then you're gonna argue the same thing about Red Dead 2. Yeah, but I think narratively, Red Dead 2's tighter. think if Valve had included at least a few more co-op expansions for Portal 2, it'd have been to Portal 2 easily. Tom, man! Paper versus paper! Who doesn't want to live in their Wild West fantasy? Heck, there was also Undead Nightmare for the first game. Just reminded you of the fully 3D scanned feet in Death Stranding 2. Listen, Kojima is a master of his craft. If he's going to do it, he's going to commit all the way. Are these detailed 3D scans of the actor's feet important yet? Yes, they are. Mr. Kojima, are you sure you needed to also record 3 hours of footage of our actors stepping through slime? Yes. Mother Whale theme! Oh yeah, it is the Mother Whale theme, isn't it? Scribblenauts versus Paper Please. I think I have to give it to Scribblenauts. Let's be real. Kojima carefully scanning Norman Reedus' feet. The 3D scans of feet, of course they're important. He did that for you, by the way. I didn't know you were that tight with Kojima. I think I'm gonna give it to Scribblenauts. Paper Please is super fascinating as a game, and as a successful game at that. But I think I'm gonna just give it to Scribblenauts. Even though I'm still mad at Scribblenauts, because I think Scribblenauts is what stopped me from getting more Drawn Together, even though I realized Drawn Together as a franchise is done. I should leave it at that. But I wanted more. Portal 2 had GLaDOS. Yeah, but Portal 1 also had GLaDOS. You know what? Thank you for cementing that I made the right choice picking Red Dead over Portal 2. Portal 1 has GLaDOS, but then Portal 2 gave us an annoying British guy in the middle of our toxic Yuri. Why the fuck the Scrungler here now? Why the fuck Jeff here now? Why he here now? Get out of here. Get out of my story. Get out of my toxic Yuri annoying British guy. Shoo. The God of Antimatter versus Lightsword. I don't care about Fallen Order. I'm sure it's a fine game. I heard it's a really fun Souls-like. I think I will say this. For someone who doesn't care about Star Wars, I fucking love Darth Vader. Darth Vader's the sickest motherfucker. I've never given a shit about Star Wars. I only ever cared, what's Darth Vader up to? What's Darth Vader up to? What's Vader up to? I like Vader. The final sequence of Fallen Order does Darth Vader so much justice. He's got so much swag and aura, you could hear his cock swinging. Were it not for the fact that it burnt off. Fallen Order gets a lot of points for what it did in the finale with Vader. That shit treats him like a horror movie monster. And that's the best thing you could do with Vader. That's funny because you never gave a shit about Star Wars, but you didn't... You liked some of Star Wars, but you never gave a shit about Darth Vader. Listen, as a kid, I used to think Darth Vader was the biggest badass. And I thought Luke Skywalker was stupid for not going with Darth Vader. It's like, that's the biggest G of the galaxy. He puts the G in galaxy. Even as a kid, I went, the Jedi are fucking old and annoying. Darth Vader's cool. You had a mod that removed Wheatley and replaced him with another lady, so you forgot about him. Lesbian forgets that. Wait, hold on. Portal 2 featured a really annoying British guy in my toxic Yuri. But anyways, just because the ending of Fallen Order is super tight does not mean that I care that much for it, because I don't care about Star Wars. However, points to this game because it's White Boy shares a name with my partner. However, this White Boy is nowhere near as sexy and attractive and as titties as nice as my White Boy. Although, you know, this Cal from Star Wars Fallen Order could have that they them pussy. I could believe it. but you're flat as a board. I'll give it a Pokemon Platinum. I like the funny worm. Ooh, as if I wasn't gonna give it to Automata. I'm sorry, Armored Core Horse. You know what? Armored Core players feel like... I feel like Armored Core players give off that sense of superiority of like, no, you have to play the really old ones, otherwise not playing it right. But also, Nier Automata is not even my favorite Nier game. I love A2 and 2B and 9S, and I'm still really mad I haven't pulled a 2B in the 𝐒𝐽 Gacha event. And the music is fantastic, but also I haven't played a single Armored Core game. I don't care. Give it a Nier. But also, you need to put Nier on this list. Like Nier 1. Not Nier Replicant. Version 1.00662. Put the original Nier on there. That's the best one. Also, dude. Doom. I owe so much of my online career to Doom 2016. Are you kidding me? I got started in online video making because of Doom 2016. Also, Doom 2016 is my favorite of the new Doom trilogy. Yes, objectively, Doom Eternal is way more tighter of a game. I like Doom 2016 so much more. I love this game. Neo versus... Aw, man. These are both really difficult games that trans girls really, really like. These are the same game. You could argue Neo is trans as well. Guys, I have to be honest. I would probably honestly play Neo over Celeste. I haven't played either of these. But if I had to pick, I'm probably more likely to play Neo than Celeste. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt versus Dave the fucking industry plant. Although that Dave the Diver minigame was really fun when I played it in 𝐒𝐽. Did you guys know that they recreated Dave the Diver 1-to-1 in 𝐒𝐽? Except they replaced it. Instead of playing as Dave, you played as 𝐒𝐽's. So realistically, Dave the Diver is rendered moot. There's no reason to play Dave the Diver, because the Dave the Diver 𝐒𝐽 minigame where you play as anime girls with big boobs while doing Dave the Diver gameplay exists. Listen, I'm sure Dave the Diver is a great game. I've heard lots of praise from it. However, this game is an industry plant. And I don't think that's the game's fault. It's not the game's fault, it's an industry plant. It's fucking Geoff Keighley for being a dumbass and giving this indie game of the year, despite the fact that it's not an indie game. Geoff Keighley, pixel art, and small budget does not mean indie game. It still had the backing of a very large and prominent publisher. It's just that publisher was very smart and decided to give funding to a game on a smaller scale. This is not an indie game, Jeff. You cannot argue what makes an indie game. This was published by Nexon. It is a good game. It is not indie. But anyways, I'm gonna give it to Dave the Diver because I haven't played Witcher 3. I haven't played Witcher 3, but I did play the Dave the Diver minigame in 𝐒𝐽, and that was a lot of fun. According to people who play Dave the Diver, it's pretty 1-to-1. Guys, do you want to guess what my option... Do you want to guess what my choice is here? Do you want to guess what my choice is here? Also, hi, Skittle Dragon. Apologies if I missed you. Welcome for joining. Witcher 3 is great. Better on release than 2077 was. I would hope so. They had 2 other Witcher games prior to nail it. Apparently, double jumping comes standard with your transfem HRT. Did you know? But they didn't tell you about the buff. Have I played Gears of War? Joseph, are you kidding me? I fucking love Gears of War. I played through the entire trilogy. I really want to get... I'm 50-50 on picking up Gears of War Remastered. Because it's actually cheap. It's $40. Shockingly affordable. I thought they were going to try and pull $60, $70. But they're only asking for $40. But my issue is I loved the Gears of War Horde mode. And Gears 1 is not... They're not adding a Horde mode to Gears 1. So I'm going... Should I just wait for them to remake Gears 2 and 3 then? Because I love Gears of War. If my friend buys Gears of War, I will buy it and play with him. If he doesn't, I will not. But I do love Gears of War. Thank you for asking. Anyways... No, you all guessed incorrectly. My vote actually goes to New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I like Silent Hill 2. I played Silent Hill 2 for my birthday. But if you ask me to pick between New Super Mario Bros. Wii and Silent Hill 2, it's going to New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Do I have issues with the New Super Mario Bros. Era of Nintendo, in which every fucking Mario game looked like New Super Mario Bros., but wasn't as good as New Super Mario Bros. Wii? Yes. However... Have you played New Super Mario Bros. Wii with a group of 4 people? You ever played New Super Mario Bros. Wii with Little Caesar's Pizza on the line? I love Silent Hill 2. It's not my favorite Silent Hill game. Silent Hill 2 is a masterclass of horror gaming. It's not my favorite Silent Hill game. That goes to Silent Hill 3. You know what is my favorite New Super Mario Bros. Game of the entire franchise? New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I'm so sorry, Ori. Ori, I'm so sorry. They can't do this to you. All I know is being released in August. It's crossplay and it's available on PlayStation. Lies of Twink. Oh boy. More soul slop. Or Lethal Company, baby. Lethal Company. Listen here, Twink boy. You're quite breedable, but I don't give a shit. Wasn't Ori's director some kind of chud? I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. You're quite breedable? I don't like Souls games that much to buy you. I fucking love Lethal Company. I think it's my most played game of 2024. How many hours of Lethal Company do I have? I still think I like Lethal more than Repo. I love Repo. I have 190 hours in Lethal Company. That's insane. Hi, Gamma. What's poppin'? Welcome for chilling in. Hope you've been swell. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Liza P is quite good. I'm sure it is. Lethal Company appeals to me a lot more. They're just sending Borderlands games out to die. Honestly, I don't think Borderlands has had a fair matchup at all this entire night. Like, okay, take away my bias and distaste for Borderlands as a franchise. They have done nothing but put Borderlands against games that it has to lose against. Also, Smash Bros. Ultimate has Palutena, Byleth, Rosalina, Zero Suit Samus, Breath of the Wild Link, Ike, Ryu from Street, Solid Snake, Cloud Strife. And it's fun. Is it as competitive as Melee? No, but I still think it's fun. If only the netcode was better. Smash Ultimate, easily. You know what's funny? When Smash Ultimate was coming out, and they were going through their DLC season, I remember one day staying up, waking up super early so I can catch a Nintendo Direct and watch a Smash, even though I had work in the morning. I remember staying up, waking up super early and ruining my sleep so I can stay up and watch a Nintendo Direct and a long shift ahead of me. But then they announced Byleth for Smash, and I was so sure they wouldn't, because I went, everyone bitches about Fire Emblem characters. Three Houses already came out like a year or two prior. It's too late to do some promoting for Three Houses. They're not, if they didn't add Byleth at launch, you're not gonna have Byleth now. They're not gonna add her, even though I love her and she is my wife ever. And then it was like, I stayed up like an idiot. I went, who knows? Maybe the character they announced will be good. And then they announced Byleth, and I was so fucking hyped. I had energy to do a full 8-hour shift and stay overtime. I was so exhausted, and they announced Byleth. It filled me with so much joy and happiness that I managed to have a great time at Wake. And then I did that again, and they announced Steve Minecraft, and I was exhausted and tired, and I regretted doing it. Anyways, my point goes to Fate Stay Night. Listen, we have Wannabe, no shade to the original first season of Walking Dead. We have Wannabe, baby's first visual novel, versus actual big bitch, hey yo, fat cock just landed. Here's what real visual novel dick tastes like, and it's delicious. Oh man, Hotline Miami, they should have pitted you, they should have pitched you against literally anything else. I'm so sorry, Hotline Miami. I actually plan to stream you once I get my new model. But you're not Mario Galaxy. Peak anime visual novel versus soy American visual novel. He feels so gross screaming anything against soy, even as a joke. Yeah, I feel that. But also peak visual novel versus soy American wannabe attempt at a visual novel. Every motherfucker that wants narrative choice-based games where there's no gameplay, just play a fucking visual novel. Mario Galaxy! Your introduction to astronomy, that's so cute. Mario Kart Wii is the first reason, Wii Sports was the second, Iron Man the game was the third, and New Super Mario Bros. Wii was the fourth. You bought a Wii to play Iron Man the video game? Can I be honest? I don't like Pokemon. I don't care for Pokemon. I think Pokemon's got a little more impact than Limbo. Limbo's cool. I don't think anyone really talks about Limbo anymore. It was really of its time splash in the pan. But I don't think no one's really talking about Limbo anymore. Roblox versus Geometry Dash. Alright. I'll give it a Geometry Dash. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. R.I.P. Resident Evil. Let's go, 𝐒𝐽 Oh, Bioshock. I'm sorry, but Titanfall is just way tighter. Just has way tighter gunplay. And way better of a narrative. Ooh, Gary's Mod versus Balatro. This one's actually tough. I kind of have to give it a Gmod, right? You could play Balatro in Gmod. It's not as good. It's really janky. But I think I have to give it a Gmod. I like me Balatro. I love me Ben Starr wearing Jester makeup, sucking on that banana. It's a bisexual who finds Ben Starr very attractive. That did things to me, however. And I have a lot of hours in Balatro, but I got a lot more hours in Gmod. Oh, come on, dude. The best COD ever versus Subway Surfers? You're fucking stupid. Hey, I just realized Kingdom Hearts 2 wasn't on this list. Anyways, Kingdom Hearts, I would replay Cage Street any day of the week over DS2. And I like DS2. I just said Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is one of my favorite games of all time. One of the best CODs, and I love Call of Duty games, but I like Slay the Spire a lot more than I like Black Ops 2. Plants vs. Zombies versus Battlefront 2. Wow. There is some guy who fell to his knees out there who would rather put a bullet in his mouth than make this choice. Oh, wow, look how split the vote is. Plants vs. Zombies, Battlefront 2. Plants vs. Zombies, Battlefront 2. This is like that scene in One Piece with Blackbeard and Luffy meeting for the first time. Oh, this cherry pie is delicious. This cherry pie is the worst thing ever. I used to play a lot of Battlefront 2 with my cousin as a kid. But honestly, I think if I had to... What in Kerm Nation? Hi, Kerm Nation. Welcome to joining. What's poppin'? I think if I really had to pick, I think I'd be more likely to play Plants vs. Zombies. I think I would genuinely play Plants vs. Zombies over Battlefront 2 Classic. You know I like my shooters. I grew up playing Battlefront 2 on the PS2 with my cousin. I think if you were to tell me to pick one of these games to play right now, my vote would go to Plants vs. Zombies. I kind of want to go install it right now. Do I own it? Do I have to own it? Do I have to buy it? Plants vs. Zombies, Game of the Year Edition, $5. Do I have to install Origin to play this? Is this going to install Uplay or ePlay or whatever? You play this, EA play that. How about some fucking Wax Play? Probably, Breath of the Wild versus Pizza Tower. Versus... You play that shit right now because of this. No one who's played Battlefront 2 would say that. I've played COD. If I had to pick Battlefront 2 over Plants vs. Zombies... Okay. I'm approaching this as someone who really likes first-person shooters and third-person shooters. If I'm going to play a shooter, I'm probably playing Call of Duty. I have the fucking... Yeah, I'm going to reinstall Fortnite and play as a clone trooper. That's close to Battlefront 2. Look, I grew up on Battlefront 2 and I played a lot of it. My tastes have evolved since then. I like when guns feel real good. Breath of the Wild made a lot of people realize they're bisexual. Pizza Tower made a lot of people realize they have anxiety. Pizza Tower also has that really funny animation of Peppino getting the pizza out of the... You know what? Here's a question. Abby, are you in chat? I know if you are, you're probably lurking. Are you still obsessed? Are you still hyperfixating on Pizza Tower? Can I let it go down? I'm really hungry. I want pizza. Is Little Caesars open? Do I still have the Little Caesars app? What if I ordered Little Caesars right now? Hi, Anime Fan Rick was poppin'. I fucking love Little Caesars. You kidding me? Do I look like a stuck-up bitch? You know what? Little Caesars reliable and they're there for you. They were there for civil rights and they're there for you now. Why would I get Little John? Why would I get Papa John's? I don't think there is a Papa John's near me. I never liked them that much. The choice is between cheap pizza. I'm getting Little Caesars. Anyways, I think I'll give it Breath of the Wild. I have my issues with open world games. Breath of the Wild's pretty alright. See, I want to give it to Ratchet and Clank, but I think this means reboot Ratchet and Clank. And realistically, if it's not OG PS2 Ratchet and Clank, I'm giving it Stanley Parable. Ooh, Minecraft Java Edition versus Resident Evil 4. Shockingly, it doesn't say Ashley Graham. You guys know I don't like Minecraft. You know I don't like Minecraft. You know what I do like? Ashley Graham tit jobs. That's what I like. Anyways, I'm giving this shit to Metal Gear Solid. Wind Waker is probably one of the best Zelda games of all time. I haven't finished it. I haven't even started MGS2, but I think MGS2 as a video game right now sounds a lot more appealing to me than playing Wind Waker. I like Zelda. I love Majora's Mask. I enjoyed the parts of Wind Waker that I got to play. But I think I'm just really, really, really excited to eventually play MGS2. And I don't have that feeling for Wind Waker. Couldn't blame me, thank you. Listen, Ada Wong is gorgeous, beautiful. I have been in love with Ashley Graham since I was a kid. And Resident Evil 4 Remake came out, and she is so beautiful, and I'm still so in love with her. And I love her remake look. Oh, hey, what's poppin', Coffin Baby? Super Smash Bros. Brawl, easily. Modern Warfare 2 versus Baldur's Gate 3. I'm about to do something blasphemous. It's not even my favorite Call of Duty, but you know what? I've still finished it. I've played it. The gameplay appeals to me a lot more than Baldur's Gate. I want to have a three-way between Shadowheart and Lae'zel with a knife to my throat. But also Modern Warfare 2 is a lot of fun. Ooh, this one's not even... See, I gave it to League of Legends last time because it was League of Legends versus Dragon Ball FighterZ. I'm giving it to Gears 3, baby. I'm waiting for the day this one gets a remaster. I still think they're stupid for not just putting Gears 1, 2, and 3 in a bundle. But whatever. Hey, Fallout New Vegas, guess what? You've been rendered completely obsolete now that Cyberpunk 2077 exists. There is no reason for you to exist. Let's give it a Bloons Tower defense. Just know you're playing Fighter Z right now. Nice. Yeah, why the fuck didn't they make the Marcus Phoenix collection? Why? Why couldn't they have done that? Why did they remaster? Why did they just remake it from the ground up? I feel like a direct port would have been just fine. Why did they not do a trilogy? Why didn't they do that? Why is it just Gears of War 1? I like Gears of War 1, but because Gears of War 2 and 3 exist, I don't want to buy Gears of War 1 when I know I could just wait and get Gears of War 2 or 3. But New Vegas had better faction stuff than 2077, but on the whole, I'm right for balanced melee and gunplay. Not to mention characters. I still think I love New Vegas for the whole faction ordeal. I don't love the rest of the world. I think New Vegas is great for first time. I find New Vegas hard to go back to. I love Cyberpunk, and I physically cannot bring myself to uninstall it after finishing it. Cyberpunk, to me, is the quintessential open world Bethesda-style game. It did what Bethesda's been trying to do for ages, so much better, with characters that appeal to me, a world that appeals to me, an OST that appeals to me, gameplay that appeals to me, movement that appeals to me. I've never cried playing a Bethesda game. I've laid in bed watching sad edits of Cyberpunk, and I've cried a bunch. Can I be honest? I'm giving this to Doom Eternal. It's not even my favorite of the new Doom trilogy. Among Us versus Persona 4 Golden. Sorry, Persona 4 Golden. You Narukami serves cunt. But Atlas is weirdly homophobic for having one of the gayest games out there. Among Us says trans rights. Oh, come on. Coughing Baby versus the fucking Batman. Coughing Baby versus Hydrogen Bomb. Come on. Yeah, and P4 is the most homophobic game in the series, no less. Okay, now my anti-Pokemon bias is showing. Hades! Among Us says trans rights. That it does. You can get pride backgrounds in Among Us. Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom versus Enter the Gungeon. Well, I've actually played one of these. Oh, but I want to fuck Purr so bad. I don't like Enter the Gungeon that much. Ooh, here's an interesting one. Video game with really tight gunplay where you kill Nazis or Snow Bunny mind control thigh jobs. New Order is the first of the Wolfenstein. Because I haven't played whichever the 1 second is. The emotional need to kill the fuck out of Nazis versus pure lust. New Order is still damn good all these years later. I think I'm giving it to New Order. Yeah, it's got to go to Wolfenstein. Ghost of Tsushima, which is getting a sequel, versus Hollow Knight, where Silk Song is still nowhere to be seen. I haven't played Ghost of Tsushima, and I feel bad for Hollow Knight fans. Oh, I'm sorry, P3R. I'm so sorry. My friend's Emotional Awakening. My friend's comfort game versus my comfort RPG. My emotional support RPG versus my friend's emotional support RPG. I gotta look out for number 1. Night City taught me anything. Look out for number 1. Mario Odyssey versus ass crud. You're not dealing with the corporate attempt to appeal to people with preferences to thick women. Terraria versus fucking Spider-Man. Come on, it's Spider-Man. Yo, Foxy, what's poppin'? Hi, welcome for joining. Thank you very kind for the raid. Why can't we vote both? What were you gonna vote both on, Anise? Were you gonna vote both for Marvel Rivals and Wolfenstein? AKA the need for white woman thigh jobs while killing Nazis? Because, yeah, fair. Well, if it ain't the Italian blowjob brothers. Hi, Raiders, what's poppin'? Welcome for joining. How's it going? Hello, Crimson Narwhal. Hey, welcome for joining. Hi, Diamond Hirsch. Welcome for joining. Frosty Foxy, what's poppin'? How's it going? What is poppin'? Helmet Naraka Blade Point. That game treating you any good? Yo, Princess, what is poppin'? Halo's the obvious answer, but it's Halo 4. That's the difference, right? If it was Halo... Hey, this list has Halo 4, but they don't have Halo Reach? They have Halo 4, but they don't have Halo 3? They have Halo 4, but they don't have Halo ODST? What the fuck is this list? Listen, this list has some weird picks, and I respect it for it. But I think it's weird they didn't put fucking Halo... Listen, I like Reach and ODST more than I like 3, but it's still super weird to me that they would pick Halo 4 over Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo Reach, hell, even Halo 1 or fucking Halo 2. Why the fuck is 4 on this list? I think, here's my conspiracy theory. Right? I think whoever put this list together has a hate boner for Halo, so they put out Halo 4 in an attempt to make sure Halo doesn't get any votes. Because they know Halo 5 and Infinite are too divisive, that it's stupid to put them on the list. However, Halo 4 is just recent enough that you go, okay, it's not Reach and 3, but whatever. It's still nowhere near as bad as 5. Or Infinite's multiplayer. I can understand the reason behind putting 4 here, but then you get through, you go, where the fuck was Halo 3? Where is Reach? Anyways, welcome for joining Raiders for those that don't know me. My name is GoodnightSnek, a virtual assassin of virtual tubers, and today we are ranking the greatest video game of all time. Yeah, if you're gonna go for most acclaimed, 3 was the obvious pick. I respected 4 being here because it's weird, but it's somebody's favorite. But no mention of 1, 2, 3, ODST, and Reach is insane. Hell, even put the Master Chief Collection on here. That's crazy. You got most of the combo on Fighter Z down. You're getting off this shit ass game. Practice character combo to not even go online and use it, just to practice it. Yo, Uncle's poppin'! I think it's really funny it said new emotes, let's go, and you use an old emote. I mean, it's new in the grand scheme of things. It's newer than some of the other ones. That emote features a new design and melanin. It's true. It's newer. It's at least like a month old. It's a month old now, but it's still fresher than a lot of the other emotes. But you like the idea of the gun. True. Like the idea of the gun firing up new emotes. Ow! Yo, Maverick, thank you very kindly for the gifted subs. Much appreciated. That's how it worked in your mind palace. But hi, Uncle. What's poppin'? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing swell. We're ranking the greatest video games of all time. And I want you to know, it was an easy decision, but it did hurt me. You literally missed it like 2 votes ago. Actually, no. Aqua, I was thinking of you earlier when Persona 3 went up against a different game that I don't remember what. Granted, it was P3R, not base P3, but still. I was thinking of you. I went, you know, I haven't played Persona 3, but I know this game means a lot to a lot of people. It means a lot to people who mean a lot to me. So I'm gonna give the vote to Persona 3. And then they made Persona 3 go up against Cyberpunk, and I went, oh, well, fuck all my friends. This is about me. This is about me, baby. That's my comfort RPG. That's my comfort RPG versus your comfort RPG. Yeah, Maverick, thank you for the buddies. Much appreciated. Is Halo good? Halo is, as someone who prefers Call of Duty to Halo, Halo is still really fantastic. No game has done it like Reach in the way that Reach does it. I think you should absolutely pick up whatever Halo you're most interested in playing for like $5 when it goes on sale. The problem with Halo is that people have had a lot of years to get really good at Halo. If you were to hop on Halo Master Chief Collection right now, you're gonna get your ass beat. Persona 3 is very flawed, but also you played it like 12 times. Yeah, and Cyberpunk 2077 became like one of my top 5 games of all time. I'm gonna have to, we might enter top 3 depending on this list. It won me over, and that game has insane flaws. But I've never fallen so in love with the game so hard so quickly. But yeah, Halo's good. I would highly recommend getting into Halo. You can download Infinite, it's free to play. But I'd super recommend giving... Honestly, here's... Okay. For someone who has never played Halo, here's what I recommend. If you have a buddy who is willing... If you can get 3 other buddies to hop on Halo 3 ODST, do the ODST campaign. You can do it in a single sitting if you set aside an entire afternoon. Fuck! Wait! My Little Caesars order, that's right! So Little Caesars open, I'm gonna Google that. On my other tab. You know what? Just to be safe, I'm gonna just turn that off on the off chance. Okay. Is Little Caesars open today? I mean, I also have pizza in the fucking freezer that I could just put in the oven. But I feel like it's too late to make an oven-baked pizza, you know? Ah, fuck, they close at 10 p.m. Damn. Never mind. Maybe I will just make oven-baked pizza. Not my Little Caesars! Damn. Oh. I just got a text from my housemate. They left me burritos. Never mind, I didn't eat Little Caesars. Hi, Benji Fun VT. Welcome for joining. What's poppin'? Anyways, like I said, if you want to get into Halo, big recommend buy Halo 3 ODST on sale on Steam or Xbox if you and your friends have Xbox. But who knows more than 2 Xbox players? Anyways, buy Halo 3 ODST on sale. Play it on normal. you can do it in an afternoon. It's like a 7-hour campaign. One of my first streams ever on this channel was me and 3 of my IRL friends playing Halo 3 ODST on Legendary in a single sitting. It took us 8 hours. It's great. If you want something a little more competitive, play Reach. Anyways, boys road trip! Oh, how fitting. Subnautica versus Mario Sunshine. I have not actually played Mario Sunshine, and I fucking love Subnautica. And that's crazy coming from someone who doesn't really like survival crafting games. I fucking love Subnautica. Boys, y'all, your road trip! Ooh, this one's interesting. I think if I had played Expedition 33, this would be harder, but I haven't. So this goes to Majora's Mask. Ooh. Beautiful bisexual girls are streaming Blueprints right now. However, beautiful bisexual mentally ill women are also playing mouthwashing. And this one I've played. Hey, don't forget, if you missed the time I streamed mouthwashing, it's because it's not on my channel. I streamed it with Synthetic Peach. Shoutouts to Peach. If you would like to catch it, she has a highlights reel on her channel over on YouTube. You should go check out that highlight reel, the mouthwashing VOD. It's 2 hours, the best moments of mouthwashing. Go check it out if you haven't, if you missed it, and you want to see us perform, do our best voice actor performances while playing mouthwashing. You'll probably be very upset if I give it to anything against Majora's Mask. No, Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda of all time. Don't you worry. The only Zelda that could maybe compete for Majora's Mask is Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess isn't on this list. You know what it is? Ooh. I feel like for most people, this would be a really tough one. I appreciate San Andreas a lot. As someone who lives on Grove Street, essentially, San Andreas means a lot to me because that's my neighborhood. That's my city. Dude, Elden Ring is so fun. Elden Ring is so fun. Easily my favorite Souls game. I appreciate Elden Ring so much. Oh, no! Where does your allegiance lie, motherfucker? Mentally ill bitch, where does your allegiance lie? Visual novel. Where does your allegiance lie? Psychological horror visual novel or psychological trauma JRPG? You know what? I have an easy answer for this, and it's a bit of a cop-out. I used to think, before playing Final Fantasy VII, I was like, surely it's not that good. Surely it's not that good. It's a little overrated compared to the games we have now. And it is in some regard. However, despite knowing the fact that Aerith dies, I cried so hard playing that game for the first time in 2020 when I got to that moment. I knew it was going to happen, and I really didn't want to do it. I think knowing that moment was coming made it all the more difficult. And I'm like, damn, FF7's really good 20 years later. It's a fun game and it's a good story. It's got some weak spots. Shit-ass tower defense mission. Random encounters. But like, damn, it's good. I haven't played Remake. I lie awake at night because my heart won't stop beating over how beautiful Aerith is in Remake. And it's fucked up how much Aerith is literally my type. She couldn't be my type any harder if she tried. And Remake is only more of that, but voiced. And 3D mocap. But also, I haven't played Remake yet. So I'm giving it to Doki Doki. Ooh. Yeah, I agree. I think Square relies too heavily on FF7. Can I be so for real? I think FFCM Remake would have been a lot more impactful when it dropped if they didn't milk 7 as hard as they do. Oh, there's some good mini games, but that tower defense one fucking sucked. Anyways, my vote goes to Repo. I love my friend Slop. It's so unfair to anything that goes against Undertale. It's so unfair. I think the only thing that could really easily beat Undertale for me is Deltarune. You know what's not on this list? Deltarune. Oh man, I'm about to make a lot of people upset. I fucking loved Spider-Man, Insomniac Spider-Man. I haven't played Fortnite in months, but I haven't played Insomniac Spider-Man in years. I hate to admit it, when a game is fun, and Fortnite's a lot of fun. Maybe the new seasons, I don't know if the new season is any good. I stopped playing a while ago because I really, really liked Fortnite Wrecked, which was like a Mad Max themed season where it's like, I love the idea of like, hey, here's a battle royale shooter, except guns aren't that strong this season. You want to get in your car. Oh no, competitive players are bitching about how strong cars are. Cars have now been nerfed to the point that the entire theme of the season is rendered pointless. Fortnite would be so fun if competitive players weren't such pussies. You mean Deltarune's better than Undertale, but you love them both so much. Do you think Toby Fox is wiping sweat off his brow, knowing that a lot of us prefer his dream game that he's been dreaming of making for years, for well over a decade, to his game people said is one of the best games ever made? Like, I can't imagine it's easy being Toby Fox, knowing you have to one-up Undertale with a game that came to you in a fever dream. Quite literally. And then, oh, would you look at that? People actually do. I don't know about everyone, but I like Deltarune more than Undertale. And I loved Undertale. Fortnite over Spider-Man low-key a crime? Look. I love Insomniac Spider-Man. I bawled like a little bitch at the end of it. Twice! One during the hospital scene, and one during the conflict between during the climax between Spider-Man and Doc Ock. In which Peter Parker is just tearing into Otto for how much he looked up to him and loved him, and how betrayed he felt. That scene hurt way more than the hospital scene, and that game is a lot of fun. Some of the open world aspects make it a little bit tedious. The DLC is really, really weak. Fortnite is just a lot of fun. When it's fun, it's a lot of fun. And I have a lot of memories in Fortnite. The first game me and my partner ever played together was Fortnite. I think it impacted me as a person more than Spider-Man, even though I love that game and he's my favorite superhero. When it was just chapter 1 and 2, you could tell Toby was really feeling the pressure trying to push away the comparisons. But you feel like with 3 and 4, it's coming to its own thing enough that people don't really do that anymore. Absolutely. I think Deltarune has established itself so good, so well. Like 1 and 2 is really hard because there was a lot of like, hey, there's that character from Undertale. There's that character from Undertale. You know what? I almost wish Sans didn't tease that Papyrus might come back. I don't need Papyrus to return. I need to kill Sans. I almost hope Papyrus isn't in Deltarune, so he isn't sad after I kill Sans. Chris, come on, Chris. Let me take control. Chris, he's 1 HP. He's 1 HP. Come on, I've done this fight before. Let me at him, Chris. I think Scribblenauts is really cute, but it's not a Red Dead 2. You know I have my problems with Rockstar, but credit where credit's due. Red Dead 2 is Red Dead 2. If you would ask me this around the release of Red Dead 2, I'd have said no, because I think that game is vastly overpriced. Pick it up for like $8, hell yeah. Let me at him, Chris. We got this. Oh, I'm so sorry, Pokemon. You're not winning this. Heartbreaking. The worst dev you know made a great game. I am so in love with Deltarune's characters and their relationships to one another so much. Undertale is great and was revolutionary for the time. Playing Deltarune now and going back to Undertale really makes you go, man, I love this world and I still love these characters. Deltarune really shows how Undertale could have expanded on its characters and their relations to one another a lot more. Yeah, the party dynamic really fleshes it out. Hi, Peach. Welcome for joining. We totally didn't just mention you a little bit ago. What's poppin'? Hope you've been swell. Hi, hi. How are the games and demos? Hope you've been doing good. Don't look at your... don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And definitely don't look at your recent shoutouts. Why? You want me to keep... Bitch! I know you want me saying your name more often. You just don't want me saying it more often in front of a crowd. That's what you... That's the only difference. I know you want your name in my mouth way more often. You just don't want me saying it in front of a crowd is all. Listen, we're ranking the best video games of all time. Mouthwashing appeared and I said, hey, did you know that I played Mouthwashing with Peach? I didn't stream it on my channel, but she has an amazing highlights video on her channel that you can go check out if you'd really like to see what me and Peach playing Mouthwashing was like. We had a lot of fun. We both did some voice acting. It was a really good time. That's all. I just had to shout you out because Mouthwashing was brought up. Yeah, exactly. What would you prefer? If you don't want your name in my mouth, what do you prefer goes in my mouth? Does it have to be Fruit of Your Arrow themed? That's really funny. Did you find a Fruit of Your Arrow themed strap? Can you show it to me? Anyways, hi Raiders, welcome for joining. What's poppin'? Hi Peach, welcome for joining. Welcome, welcome. Hi Mitsu, what's poppin'? Welcome for joining. Hope you've been swell. For those who might not know me, my name is GoodnightSnek, a virtual assassin of virtual tubers, and today we are ranking the greatest video games of all time according to whatever games were added to this list. There's a lot of games I would have liked to put on here. Like The Somnium Files, Zero Escape, Danganronpa, literally any Halo that wasn't Halo 4, Deltarune. I suffer from recency bias. No Devil May Cry. I just realized. Not a single mention of Devil May Cry. No Street Fighter? Was there any Capcom in this fucking list now that I think about it? Man, they're missing a lot of games. No. There's Resident Evil. Only Resident Evil to represent Capcom? No Marvel vs. Capcom 3? Nothing older than the Wii and 360? That's crazy. Hi, Nikki. Welcome for joining. Thank you for the head pats. Huh. No. Mario 64 is on here. To no Mega Man? No Mortal Kombat? To be fair, does Mortal Kombat really deserve to be up here? I think Mortal Kombats are fun and entertaining for what they are. Do they really deserve to be on this? I guess about as much as Borderlands. No Kingdom Hearts 2? Do I like the 𝐒𝐚𝐤 𝐒𝐴? It's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. Anyways, Peach, hope your stream was good. If you got a raid to run, I totally understand. Good and tired, hungry. I'm also hungry. We started... Pizza Tower was on this list, and I almost ordered Little Caesars, but my Little Caesars is closed. Luckily, my housemate said they ordered burritos, and they left me some in the, They left me some burritos in the kitchen, so I can go get some after stream ends. Ooh, you have to tell me all about those hidden gems. Looking forward to it. Anyways, I'm sure Neo's really good. I've heard Neo 2 is a lot better than Neo 1. And also, I literally owe my entire career to Doom. Eternal's a really good. I love Doom 2016 way more than Eternal. Oh, Dave, you are not winning this at all. Dave, there was no way in hell you were beating Mario Bros. Wii. I literally told my friends the other day, hey, you know, I got my Dolphin emulator working. If I can figure out multiplayer, y'all want to play New Super Mario Bros. Wii you guys want to play New Super Mario Bros. Wii over Dolphin? And they went, oh shit, for real? Hell yeah.
Doom, doom, doom.
Boom, boom, boom. GameCube NetPlay is really good. I tried, Lily and I, gang, this is going to make you upset. Maybe we'll try again. Maybe I'll talk her into trying it again. Did you know that Lily and I had plans to do a Time Splitters co-op campaign stream, but we couldn't get the Dolphin emulator NetPlay going for whatever reason? We just couldn't get Time Splitters co-op working for whatever fucking reason. And it was such a shame. I've never played Time Splitters, but Lily was so excited, and I was so eager to do a co-op campaign and shooter with her. If anyone can help us figure that out, it'd be greatly appreciated. I'm doing good, Nikki. Much appreciated. I do have to pee, but we just got rated, so I'm going to do a few more. And then I'm going to take a break, and then we'll come back and do more. I have to be honest, with the existence of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Mario World, I love Mario Kart Wii, and I have a lot of memories with it. I think I have to give it to Lethal Company. We can try using a VPN client like Radmin as a pass-through. I don't know if Lily wants to do all that work, but I love her and I'll let her know. Let me DM her right now. At a Time Splitters stream and was offered this advice. Wanna try again in the future? Question mark. There we go. Hi, Nomad. What's poppin'? Anyways, I'm giving it to Lethal Company. I love you, Mario Kart Wii. With the existence of 8 Deluxe, all its DLC, and Mario Kart World, I don't think you hold a candle to Lethal Company as hard. Ooh, here's an interesting one. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate versus Fate Stay Night. One of these games has Byleth and Sora. The other is Fate Stay Night. And honestly, Ultimate's not even my favorite Smash Brothers. I'm giving it to Fate Stay Night. I am so sorry, Pokemon. You weren't winning this. Tsukihime Sweet! Ooh, Titanfall 2 versus Gary's Mod. Funnily enough, they're both Source Engine games. Are they? I know Titanfall 1 was Source Engine. Is Titanfall 2 Source Engine still? I love Titanfall. Can I be honest? I think I'm giving it to Gary's Mod, the original social deduction game with games like Murderer, Guess Who, Trouble in Terrorist Town. Like, I've said my piece to Titanfall 2. Every now and again I go, man, if I could get a bunch of VTubers together for some Trouble in Terrorist Town, that'd be so good. Oh man, he can't do this to me! Fuck. Oh, that's so fucked up. Oh, why'd it have to be these two against each other? I think I have to give it to Black Ops. I think I have to give it to Black Ops. Black Ops 3 as a package has just done so much more for me. I love Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm not as upset at Kingdom Hearts 3 as other people are with the franchise, right? I understand Kingdom Hearts 3 really soured a lot of people. I still love this game. I think it's got really tight gameplay. It's not the same highs as Kingdom Hearts 2, but it's pretty damn good. The gameplay is really tight. It's a lot of fun. The visuals are beautiful. Kingdom Hearts world design was never that great. Kingdom Hearts 2 is nothing but hallways. But the gameplay is really good. And the story is really strong. The boss battles are incredible in Kingdom Hearts 3. But dude, Black Ops 3 with the existence of the workshop it just can't be beat. I fucking love COD Zombies so much. And it's my favorite Call of Duty multiplayer to date. It is still my absolute all-time favorite Call of Duty multiplayer. Gary's mod was a real game. He thought Gary was a good modder, so he always asked one of two things. Is Gary a mod or why is Gary popular? Gary is a very good modder who made a mod so good it became its own standalone application that you can add even more mods onto, with an infinite number of mods to add onto it. Prop Hunt would not exist as a mod without the existence of Gary's mod. Gary modded so good, his mod became a whole program. These are both really fantastic time sync games. I just think Slay the Spire is an evolution of everything Plants vs. Zombies is, as one of them simple to understand, impossible to put down time sync games. I gotta give it a Slay the Spire. Alright, now my bias of games that I have played versus games I have not played will show through. Let's go, Stanley! What's my favorite phone game? Goddess of Victory, Nikke. Once again, my bias of games that I've played versus games I haven't played is showing through. I'm really excited to one day play Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. But I'm in love with Ashley Graham! Oh, Modern Warfare 2, your gunplay is phenomenal. You've got tons of really good maps. You are not Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and you are certainly not Black Ops 3. Hello! Hi, Abby! What is poppin'? Welcome for joining. Oh, dude. You know what's really funny? Hello! These are the same game. You know what's really funny? These are the same game. Sorry, Justo. Deadpool wasn't on this list, and it would have lost instantly anyways. Also, I don't like Fallout. I like Fallout. I love New Vegas. I have zero desire to ever revisit Fallout now that I've played Cyberpunk. The only reason I would stream a Fallout game or play one in my free time is like an excuse to get me drawn in the Vault Tech Vault suit for an entire Fallout playthrough. These are literally the same game. I would boot both these games up for the same reason. I want to do a base defense game against hordes of enemies that are overwhelming. These are the same game, just different flavors. Oh my god, Abby, you read my fucking mind. Snek with the Vault Meat style art, hell yeah. These are games about overwhelming number of enemies attacking you. But I gotta say, the Gears of War 3 Horde mode is still one of my all-time favorites. And it's why I'm so mad that we're not getting a Marcus Phoenix trilogy. Why aren't we only getting Gears of War 1? Gears of War 1 is a fantastic game, but Gears of War 2 and 3 evolved on its premise so fantastically. Why are we not doing the entire trilogy? Why are we only doing one game? I love Gears of War 1, but why did we not go back and add the Horde mode to Gears of War 1? What the fuck are we doing here? Gears of War 1 feels incomplete now that Gears of War 2 and 3 exist. Why are we only remaking the first one? Fuck you, Michael Shaft! Can I be honest? I think I like Among Us more than Doom Eternal. You know I love the Doom games. You know I like the Doom games. I like Doom 2016 more than I like Doom Eternal. And I like Among Us more than Doom Eternal. Ooh, Batman didn't stand a fucking chance. Ooh, Zelda didn't stand a fucking chance. Sorry, gamers. My bias of video game I own and have played versus video game I have not played. is showing. Intense shooter versus party game. You know, if this was any of the other Marios I put on the list, this would be harder. Of all the Mario games on this list, Mario Odyssey is my least favorite. Which is funny because it made it further. Mario Odyssey made it further than Mario Sunshine. Only because I played Odyssey. I haven't played Sunshine. Yo, Jam, what is poppin'? Oh my god, Uma Musume. Hans game. How goes the horsey game? What is poppin'? Welcome for joining. Hope you've been swell. Also, I didn't realize that we've moved on to rounds. We've moved on to the final 16. Hiya, what is good? Hello, Raiders. Welcome for joining. For those that don't know me, my name is GoodnightSnek, virtual assassin of virtual tubers. And today we are ranking the greatest games of all time, and genuinely, I sincerely believe it in my heart. Cyberpunk is a better game than Mario Odyssey. Mario Odyssey has tight controls and is a lot of fun to play. I wish the worlds were a little more interesting. Ooh, Yaoi Road Trip versus Spider-Man. I haven't played Spider-Man 2. Yaoi! Ooh, this is a tough one. Okay, so I was gonna take a break when this said 1 out of 16, but I got a little carried away. Raiders, as you can see, we are rating the best games of all time. If you would like to take a little desk break, because I understand you just wrapped up your own stream and need a little break, now is the perfect time for that, because I really have to pee. So I'm going to take a quick little desk break. When I return, we're going to finish up the best games of all time list, and we're going to see what the number one, in my opinion, is. In the meantime, my poompies, can you drop Gemini a follow? I would greatly appreciate it. Gem is one very close friend, a fantastic individual who I'm so happy to have in my life. I had to piss really bad, though. Otherwise, start arguing over Subnautica versus Majora's Mask. See you all in a minute. B.I.B. Yo, I'm back. What's poppin'? Hiya. That was one of those moments where you don't realize how badly you gotta pee till you stand up, and I'm like, oh, this physically hurts. Oh, it's a lot of water. Anyways, we are back. Have you made your choice? Because my choice should have been obvious from the start. It's Majora's Mask. I really like Subnautica. It is no Majora's Mask. I will always think fondly on Subnautica. It's no Majora's Mask. Homosexuality check. Hey, Peach, would you be mad at me if I voted Elden Ring over mouthwashing? Would it be sentimental to you and sweet if I picked mouthwashing because of our time together playing it on stream over Elden Ring? Do I get sentimentality points? Or are you just gonna call me the F slur and then bite me? Thank you, welcome back. So much appreciated. Mouthwashing versus Elden Ring. You know what's funny? Elden Ring immediately became one of my favorite Souls games because of its gameplay loop. Night Rain kind of makes me go, oh, this is literally exactly what I wanted out of a Souls game. Something easy to pick up and something quick to pick up with the gameplay and action of a Souls game without the commitment of doing an entire fucking playthrough. These are weird options pit against each other. So there were about 256 options on here. We've narrowed it down to a lot less. So this is just literally, every time I pick a game, it eliminates the other one. So if I pick one, it removes it from the list entirely. So these are just a lot of the last few survivors. I really like Elden Ring. And at some point, a game like Mouthwash, you can only play so far. However, this game did consume Peach and I's life, like, for a month and a half after we finished it. We would send each other just little mouthwashing TikToks we came across. And I think for sentimentality points, I'm picking this game. Ooh, Doki Doki Literature Club versus Repo. I'm sorry, little Repo Beans. I love you. But you are not Doki Doki. Oh man, ask a kid in 2015 what their favorite game is, and they would just kill themselves if they had to pick between these two. Fortnite, I love you. You're a lot of fun. When you have a bad season, it's pretty bad. When you have a good season, it's pretty fucking great. And I had so much fun playing you, but you're not Undertale. Come on. Hi, Ryuk. Welcome for joining. What is poppin'? How you doing? I'm having a good time. We are picking, basically, we're picking my favorite game. This list gives me 2 games, and I have to pick my favorite between each one. Ultimately coming across and deciding which one's the best game ever, and easily just goes to Nier. Listen, I can respect and acknowledge a lot of the achievements of Red Dead Redemption 2. I still fucking hate Rockstar, but I love Yoko Taro, like some of Square Enix. And you know what? Nier Automata's not even my favorite Nier game. Fuck! This one's a little harder. This one is a little harder. Ooh, peanut butter cookie. I didn't have time to grab the burrito, so I went to the restroom. That's past the kitchen. But I saw the lights were on. I'm like, damn, someone's in that bathroom. And I had to pee so bad. I don't want to grab my burrito right now. I'll grab it later. So I went to the other building with the other restroom. And then I went, well, while I'm here, after using the restroom, let me fill up a water bottle. And I was like, well, while I'm in this kitchen, is there something I can snack on? And I found some leftover cookies for my birthday. I got a peanut butter cookie. It was real good. This is tough. Both these games mean a lot to me. But okay. I really, 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 really want to set up a session to play New Super Mario Bros. Wii with some friends of mine. And if me and some IRL buddies can get it to work, I'm going to see if I can set up some New Super Mario Bros. Wii streams. I think these would make for really, really fun streams. And I really want to play these with my IRL friends first. And I'm like, I love New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I love this game so much. It's such a blast, especially with friends. Doom 2016 is crunchy. It's satisfying. It's fast. It's fun. The guns are gorgeous. The demon models are fantastic. The glory kills and the gore are divine. It's fast, frantic, lots of action, satisfying gore, without overcomplicating it like Eternal did. Eternal is objectively the better game. But I just love Doom 2016 so much. I think I'm gonna give it to Doom. I think I'm giving it to Doom 2016. Tom Man, Lethal Company versus Fate Stay Night. Sorry, Fate Stay Night. You're no Tsukihime, and you're definitely no Lethal Company. Ah, shit! Maybe I should have given it to Fate Stay Night. I didn't think they'd put Tsukihime against Mario Galaxy so soon. Oh no! Cereza sleeper agent wakes up just in time to witness Fate Stay Night and Tsukihime lose. Cereza, welcome back. Oh man, Gary's mod doesn't hold a fucking candle. Ooh, Slay the Spire versus Stanley Parable. It's okay, Cereza. You can tell me to kill myself in DMs. True. Welcome back, Hypersonic. You know what? Slay the Spire. Stanley Parable is funny, but the problem with comedy games like that is they can only really play them once. Ooh. Imagine showing this to someone in 2008. You know what? This is funny. The year is 2008. The best video game of all time category comes down to Resident Evil 4 and Smash Brothers. The year is 2025. The best game of all time category is coming down to Resident Evil and Smash Brothers. The more thing, and Smash Bros. Brawl specifically, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Brawl is really fun. But dude, the amount of times I boot up Resident Evil 4 just to do the opening village sequence, because it's so well made, is kind of absurd. Also, Miss Ashley Graham, I am in love with you. Ain't it crazy how far Gears of War has gotten? And ain't it crazy how Gears of War continue going far? Gears 3 is so fun, dude. I love Gears 3 a lot. I really wish that Michael Shaft had decided to remake the trilogy instead of just the first game. For no reason in particular. Is Uma Musea on this list? No, this list was made in 2024. There might be a 2025 version, but I have to go look for it. I did ask for you earlier, though. We were voting on games, and Pizza Tower made it 2 rounds in, but it went up against another game that I've already forgotten. And I went, Abby, are you still having your Pizza Tower fixation? Should I give it this point? But you weren't here. And then I went, I guess I'll give it to this other game. But I thought of you. I saw it and I thought of you. And I went, if Abby is here, she can sway this vote. If she's no longer that hyper-fixated on it, I'll just vote for the other one. Anyways, my point goes to Mario 64. Sorry, Hades. You're not Mario 64. As if this was a question. As if that was a question. No! I have to kill my Yowie boys! Just know I don't take any pleasure in this. Oh, fuck!
いらっしゃいませ.
Wow, these are 2 really good games to pit against each other. You're not super fixated anymore, but still a solid game. I forget what it came down to because we've been doing we've done over 100 of these. I forgot what matchups with what. Ugh. Ooh, you know what the worst part is? These both have a lot of sentimental value to me. But if I really, really, really had to pick one, these are both psychological horror games that I've done on stream that have a lot of sentimental value to me. But if I really had to pick one, I think Doki Doki Literature Club had a far greater... Ugh, I have crumbs in my throat. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Ugh. If I really had to pick, I think Doki Doki Literature Club has affected me a lot more as an individual than Mouthwashing has. Mouthwashing means a lot as a big, long narrative game that Peach and I streamed together, that we kind of hyper-fixated together on, that we still kind of do. But, come on. It's fucking Doki Doki. I'm Mexican. I don't know any Russian words. To Jigsaw voice. These have sentimental value to me. What is mouthwashing? Oh, you don't know what mouthwashing is, or do you? Well, if you don't know, mouthwashing is a first-person psychological horror narrative game. Glija knows Russian. Are you asking because you're genuinely curious about it, or are you one of those VTuber viewers who gets really, really weird about Russia? We all know that sort of person. Right, right! What reason could you have to enter a random stream or ranking videos unless you speak it yourself? Right! Grija speaks it. It's like, oh, I'm just looking for people who speak my native language. That's one thing. But there's always those weebs that take it, they're a little weird with it. But yeah, like I was saying, if you don't know, class, if you don't know what mouthwashing is, it's a psychological horror game about a crew of people on a ship that's making delivery, where the ship crashes and there's no hope for rescue, but they hold out hope, and it's about their survival on the ship. It's really, really good, and if you would like to watch me play it, I streamed it on Synthetic Peach's channel, and she has a highlights video available on her YouTube. Link right there. Just go ahead and scroll on down and you can watch the two of us play through it. You know, crumb of Spanish from watching Dexter. It was really funny watching Dexter with Cal and seeing all those moments where Dexter speaks Spanish, but like in like corny white boy voice, and Cal goes, "Is this why you like it whenever I speak Spanish so much? Is this where you developed that feeling from?" And I think it might have been. Anyways, Nier Automata, I love you. I love you so much. But you're not even my favorite Nier game. Which is funny, because I can say the same thing about Undertale. Undertale, I love you. I love you so much. But I don't think you're even my favorite Undertale game. Well, if you're joining, thank you for the follow. But also, if I'm picking between Undertale and Automata, I think it's going to Undertale. I think it's going to Undertale. Automata, I love you so much. Oh, Lethal Company, I'm so sorry. You made it far, Lethal. I still love you a whole lot. But it's fucking Boom! What are we doing here? It's Boom 2016. Evil. This is evil. Well, at least not Mario 64. Okay, Black Ops 3, let's go. You know, I'm surprised Slay the Spire got as far as it did. But dog, you're going up against fucking Resident Evil 4. You have to be put down eventually. It begins. Except actually, I have a very obvious answer for this one. I love you, Gears of War 3. But I don't have you installed right now. I do have Super Mario 64 installed though. And I do revisit. Oh no! Video games with themes about coming to terms with death and the inevitable and making peace with our what time we have left. Oh no! Yeah, but you know what? Majora's Mask doesn't have pump-on shit. Pump-on sheep, pump-on sheep, pump-on sheep. It is 2015. YouTubers and streamers are being forced to pick between Doki Doki Literature Club or Undertale for their favorite games. It is 2025. YouTubers and streamers are being forced to pick between Doki Doki Literature Club and Undertale for their favorite game. Ooh. Ooh. This is a good one. It's also really, really funny that it's these two against each other. Much like Resident Evil 4 and Super Smash Bros. Brawl, two games that release within the same time frame of each other. We have Doki Doki and Undertale. Who would I give it to? Because on one hand, I want to give it to Doki Doki. Because of the existence of Deltarune, I can comfortably let go of Undertale. But also technically speaking, with the existence of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, I can let go of Doki Doki. And I'm just like, okay. If I'm really sitting here and picking one of these for the first time ever, would I really pick Doki Doki over Undertale? Because it's really hard. A lot of Undertale right now is money to me because I go, Undertale's amazing, phenomenal. Damn, Deltarune is so good. Damn, is Deltarune Damn, does Undertale really feel like a prototype now that I played Deltarune? Fuck. But I need to observe Undertale as its own standalone package. I love both these games. But I think I have to give it to Undertale. Doom 2016 versus Black Ops 3. A first-person shoot. You know what's funny? These came out one right after the other. Right? These came out one right after the other. Black Ops 3 came out in 2015. I spent a lot of 2015 playing it. Doom 2016 came out the very next year. And it helped me through a really bad breakup by giving me success on YouTube where I could ignore the breakup. Oh shit, I'm a popular YouTuber now. I don't have time to be sad about being dumped. But I gotta be honest. Only one of these games is still installed on my computer. And it's Black Ops 3. Is it fair to judge Black Ops 3 against Doom 2016 when Black Ops 3 has the workshop? Yes. I think if Gary's mod gets to be up on this list, then Black Ops 3 gets to have the Steam Workshop count towards its points. Hi, 𝐂𝐸𝐬, welcome for joining. What's poppin'? Hi, hope you've been swell. Oh no. I've been playing Super Mario 64 since I was born, basically. But Ashley Graham, I'm so in love with. Wait a minute, why don't I just download a mod that lets me play as Ashley Graham, Mario 64? Duh! Mario 64. Ah, fuck! One of my new all-time favorite games versus one of the most important games of all time. And one of my all-time favorites. Oh no! I just realized the finale is. You know what? I think I can let Cyberpunk 2077 comfortably take it from Undertale. If this was Cyberpunk and Deltarune, that'd be a different story. That'd be scary. But because I'm ranking Cyber... Also, why isn't Deltarune on this list? I'm gonna get 2024. Only chapters 1 and 2 are out. Fair enough. Mario 64 mentioned. Yeah, but consume some Popeyes. Oh, nice. What? You never played Mario 64? Are you watching on a computer or are you on mobile? Cause like, if you watch it on a PC right now, even if it's a little laptop, just saying, you could totally go install Mario 64 right now and enjoy some fun. There's nothing stopping you. I would say Mario 64 is only improved with time. With the existence of the Mario 64 modding scene. Hell, SM64 co-op is so fucking fun. You did have Ocarina, Majora's Mask, Pokemon Stadium, Wave Race 64, Star Wars Racer, Diddy Kong Racing. Nice. Anyways, we're not talking about Mario 64 right now. That's in the next round. This is Cyberpunk vs. Undertale. This would be way harder if I had not already played Deltarune and gone, oh shit. I think I could comfortably retire Undertale in this competition. I think people are going to think I'm sacrilegious for picking Cyberpunk 2077 over Undertale. Both these games mean a lot to me. Cyberpunk just kind of hits a lot more closer to home. Cyberpunk is something I can relate to a little bit. No, I don't have a funny Keanu Reeves in my head, but I am a stupid gonk fool who lives in a big city trying to make it big, get their name out there, and are aspiring to do things that are otherwise impossible. Why don't I just settle down, become a nomad? Why don't I just settle down, get a big office job at Arasaka? No, because I want to make a name for myself. Did I see the Mario 64 hack? Mario breaks every bone in his body. I've seen wheelchair Mario, but not that one. I love you so much, Undertale. But I think Cyberpunk just hit right where I needed to at the time that I needed to. Now this is fucked up. It's really funny. Both these games are really, really good on their own. And then you include the years of modding and custom content available for them. I couldn't have picked a better head-to-head. Black Ops 3 versus Mario 64, because I treat these games the same way. I enjoy the base package and the base gameplay a bunch, but now with the existence of the Steam Workshop for Black Ops 3, where you can download custom zombie maps, and there is over a decade of custom zombie maps available, or Super Mario 64, where PC modding tools have only gotten easier. Hell, there's a fucking there's a Mario Maker for Mario 64 with custom levels you can download, not just counting all the mods available for Mario 64, or the fact that there's co-op available. Because I could have argued, oh well, you know, Black Ops 3 has 4-player co-op with the zombies and a bunch of custom contents we could play in co-op. Mario 64 also has several player co-op, thanks to the advancements of Super Mario 64 co-op. If we were basing this on the base games alone, they're a lot of fun. If we include mods in that, they both stack up against each other. I think the modding scene for Black Ops 3 is tighter, but it's fucking Mario 64, man. It's fucking Mario 64. What do you want me to say about it? It's really funny that both these games basically serve the same purpose to me. Of comfort games I used to play back in the day. Mario 64 is when I was a child. Black Ops 3, teenager. Comfort games that are regarded as some of the most influential and best games of their respective series that are looked back upon with fondness for the innovations they brought, and also absurd amounts of custom modding content for both of these games. Basically, Black Ops 3 is a Mario 64 of Call of Duty on PC. They hacked Mario 64 into a point-and-click game using N64 mouse. That's fucking hilarious. The main theme about Undertale that you know about / remember is that Sans the most punny skeleton in the galaxy. Have you played Deltarune? It's really funny how everyone went, aha, I love Sans Undertale. Sans Undertale is so funny. Immediately into, if Sans Deltarune was walking down a dark alley and bumped into me, I would break every bone in his body. Sans Deltarune is so lucky that I'm not... Sans Deltarune is so lucky that I can't genocide route his ass right now. Yeah, right? You know what the crazy part is? There's nothing out of character for Sans or Toriel in Deltarune. It's literally the exact same dynamic as it was in Undertale. Except now it's just like, I have to kill him. He's fucking my mom. I have to kill him. You know why people are like that. I can tell you why. Because in Undertale, it was cute. It was funny. In Deltarune, there's a lot more circumstances in the story in which it's like... It comes after incredibly heavy moments in the story, and you feel as if you are just brushed off and written off, and you feel so bad for Chris who can't get sleep, and you feel very disregarded by your own mother and this guy who just moved into town trying to fuck your mom. It's really funny, but it's also like it's amazing how you can take the exact same dynamic that Sans and Toriel had in Undertale added to a new context. Now everyone goes, I have to kill this guy. Sans and Toriel canonically move in together in some of the neutral endings in Undertale, but nobody sees that because nobody does neutral routes. I totally get it, because I was also like, aw, Sans and Toriel are so cute. And I immediately went into, I need to beat up Sans. Anyways, I love you, Black Ops 3, but I think I have to give to Mario 64. Man, this is crazy. I wasn't expecting this outcome. I know! Cyberpunk 2077 has a lot of recency bias. But again, is a narrative that I needed exactly when I played it. And God, that gunplay is so tight. Both these games have a really, really fun movement. But you can't have sex in Mario 64. Are you sure about that? Hold. Hold. Where is it? Did I even bookmark it, or am I stupid? Hold. Where is it? Where is it? I don't remember the name of it, and I'm too scared to Google it. Is it not higher rated? Where the fuck is it? Where are you? Ha! Okay, found it. Can you have sex in Mario 64? You tell me! Princess Peach, sex hack! Sexal! You tell me, buddy! Mario 64, the sex update! I'm actually gonna stream this at some point. The game really is perfect! Unironically, I do plan on streaming this. I've heard this is a very fascinating ROM hack. The name is obviously very eye-catching. But there you go! That's right. That's right. Can you sex in Mario 64? We can now! Sex update overwhelmingly positive. Therefore, once again, now the competition is even again. The competition is even again. Both games include sex. Can I elaborate? No. I mean, I can, but I don't want to. Both these games are really, really fun sandbox sort of style games with incredibly satisfying movement. That's a lot of fun to master. A bright, vibrant world that I enjoy exploring. Characters that mean something to me. And sex. If I really had to pick. I think I am giving it to Mario 64. But that's only because Cyberpunk 2077 is too recent. We will do this again in a year and see if Cyberpunk gets as far as it does in a year. Also, like, what the fuck? Where was Kingdom Hearts 2? Where was Zero Escape? Where was Danganronpa? Where was literally any game that was on the PS2 that wasn't Metal Gear Solid 2? Where were a lot of games? This list was missing a lot of games. Maybe, fuck you, maybe I'll make one of these myself. We'll see how it goes. But not Majora's Mask? Sorry, no sex update for Majora's Mask. That'd be weird. Mario's 24 years old. He's allowed to have sex. Hey, you know what's crazy? Mario's younger than V. V's 27. Because for those who don't know, Johnny's car, the Porsche 911, his age, 27, and V's age, 27, is all in reference to this phenomenon called
What about Shinobi for Master System?
I'm young and fertile. I never fucking played Shinobi for the Master System. Mario 64 is older than me. I'm not gonna tell y'all by how much, but it's older than me. Do you fucking think I played Shinobi for the Master System? Anyways, I was going to... What was I gonna say? Where was I going? I was so thrown off by that TTS message. Right, okay. The reason why V and Johnny are 27 years old and why Johnny drives a Porsche 911 is that there's this phenomenon. It's a conspiracy. There's a phenomenon called the 27 Club in which popular artists tend to just die. Something about the age 27. Young and up-and-coming artists, celebrities, mostly musicians, tend to just randomly drop dead at 27. And I forget who it was specifically, but oftentimes, at least more than once, two of these people died while driving a Porsche 911. There's a really funny meme that I like. It's a Grim Reaper offering this guy a car. He's like, ah, come on, it's a Porsche 911. The guy goes, yeah, but I don't know. Dying at 27 though? Come on, take the deal. And so it was extra funny coming across that while playing Cyberpunk. It's like, ha, V's 27, and you get Johnny's Porsche 911, and then you die at 27, depending on your ending. You're 27. Where's your Porsche? I don't know, buddy. You better hope you make it at 28 before you buy one. But isn't it crazy how V is younger or older than Mario? I think Mario's 26 at oldest. Oh my god, we have to warn him! Oh my god, he's gonna die next year! Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison, Kurt Cobain all died at 27. Yep. All part of the 27 Club. The list is shockingly really big. Mario, don't get in that car! Oh my god, can Porsche have a collab with Super Mario World? Anyways, it's going to Mario 64. If I do this again in 3 years, I might give it a Cyberpunk. But I think I'm going to hold back and not give it to Cyberpunk because of recency bias. Also, yeah, what the fuck? Where was Mass Effect during all this? That list had a lot of games. It was missing a... Did we really need every single Borderlands game up to Borderlands 3? Did we really need that? I think someone really liked Borderlands. We get one Halo game? But Borderlands 1, 2, 3, and pre-sequel? Come on! Well, that is my best video game of all time ranking, and I'm not surprised it's Mario 64, but I do wish that there were more niche... I'm glad I had Tsukihime and Fate Stay Night. I think that's as niche as it was gonna get. They really liked Borderlands, so I kept giving it cursed matchups. True. Hey, yeah, what the fuck? There was no Sonic on here. 𝐒𝐚𝐤 just made up a great point. Speaking of Sega game series, Sonic soundtracks 9% of the time have been really good. There wasn't a single Sonic game on here. What the fuck? That's weird. Okay, Aaron Hansen. I see who made this list now. Alright, it's gonna be it for me today. Borderlands would not have won over Pokemon if you did this list. Well, what's stopping you? There's a link. By all means, feel free to go live with your own list. See what ends up at your number one. You're more than welcome to take the idea. Alright. That'll do it for me today. Maybe you will. I would also see if you can find a different list. That one was missing a lot of titles. Anyways, thank you all so much for... And Splatoon! I'm also kind of surprised Splatoon wasn't on there. It wouldn't have made it very high in my list, even though I really like it, but like... I'm also shocked it wasn't there. No Metroid, no Castlevania. I don't like it anymore, but no Dead by Daylight. One Silent Hill game. Like, come on. What are we doing here? Come on. Alright. Whatever. Let's sing some Poompies and call it a night, shall we? Ba-ba-ba-ba. For starters, thank you to Anis over on YouTube for the membership. Much appreciated. Nightshade Mage, thank you for the follow. A Toner, Euphonic, thank you for the follow. A new Hanabi, thank you for the follow. Garau, thank you for the follow. Rama Dragon, thank you for the follow. Sasaga Reina, thank you for the follow. Austin Anime, thank you for the follow. Spapape 71, thank you for the follow. Roy Ulsterlord, thank you for the follow. Stitches 26, thank you for the resub. Lock in TTV, thank you for the follow. Demon King 67, thank you for the follow. Paul Walker G, thank you for the follow. I am Run from the French, thank you for the follow. RJ Mireles, thank you for the follow. It's Spaghetti, thank you for the follow. Soldier McBlast, thank you for the follow. Mono Kagura, thank you for the follow. Vega Kira, thank you for the follow. Acid Snow, thank you for the giant duck gritty. God's Fighting 117, thank you for the follow. Obama Llama 12, thank you for the follow. Gamma Churchill, thank you for the follow. Frosty Foxy, thank you for the raid. Dangerous Maverick, thank you for the 2 gifted subs and the 200 bytes. Benji Bun VT, thank you for the follow. Synthetic Peach, thank you for the raid. Gemini Prince, thank you for the raid. Night Howler Todoroki 1, thank you for the follow. Kimishima 1994, thank you for the follow. Max Trooper Rock 667, thank you for the follow. Normal Super Saiyan God, thank you for the follow at the very end of the stream. Much appreciated. I'll be back tomorrow. We got Mass Effect lined up for the rest of the week. And once again, hey, if you're subscribed, guess what? In case you missed the announcement or you didn't look at the title at all, we got 3 brand new emotes. We got one of me appearing and going, ha ha, pointing and laughing. We got one barring like thingies, gow. And for the tail lovers in chat, we got the waggies. Samion recommended with the Eleg model. You see a fellow person of culture. Damn right! This ain't the only Nikkei model I got either. Big fan. And I'm probably gonna log off, end stream, join a voice call with my friends, eat my food, and do my Nikkei dailies. What's poppin', Super Saiyan God? If you like what you saw and you want to check out my other models, we have a Clips channel where you can, well, see me putting those models to a lot of good use. Not to mention, we also got a Vods channel where if you want to catch any old streams, they're available. YouTube viewers, don't forget, if you miss a stream and would like to catch one, they're available on the Vods channel. You're already subscribed to the Clips channel if you're watching right now. And hey, if you're not subscribed but you're watching the stream and liked what you saw, drop a sub. Drop a like. I'll be back tomorrow. We have Mass Effect lined up for the rest of the week, as I am trying to get through Mass Effect 3 before the new model drops. The VODs channels will let you fall asleep to. Aw, thank you for the watch time. We're getting real close to monetization on the VODs channel. It's kinda nuts. Hi, Commodore. Who's my Mass Effect crush? Have you just missed the entire playthrough? Have you not tuned into a single Mass Effect stream since Mass Effect 2? I fucked Garrus Vakarian twice. I'm so horrendously down bad for that dorky little tryhard. He's so cute because, you know, he's so sweet. He's like a little Boy Scout in Mass Effect 1. He goes a little kooky in Mass Effect 2. He is still a little kooky in Mass Effect 3, but he's still deep down that dumb little dork, and I love him so much. Your Mass Effect crush is my Shepard. You and Still Just a Rat in a Cage both, apparently. Who knows how many of you are also crushing on my version of Shepard? Anyways, that'll be it for today. Thanks for popping on in at the very end, Commodore. Hope you've been swell. Let's see who's live and let's send the raid on over to someone, shall we? Boom, boom, boom. You have been hell yeah. Glad to hear it. Damn, so many of y'all available on a Monday. Oh, hey, remember earlier I was making jokes about beautiful women playing blueprints? Who wants to go raid a beautiful blue... Who wants to... Blue... That is not blue. Who wants to go raid beautiful buff women playing blueprints? God, that is a tongue twister. Let's send the raid on over to Hanetu. That's really, really funny. No, Hanetu's not blue! Lots of green in her color scheme, though. So if you're colorblind, you might mistake it for blue. Slash raid. Boom. You know what? There we go. Hey, speaking of colors Cal can't see, let's use the new Waggies emote for the raid message. If you're subscribed, wag those big snake tails. If you're not subscribed, go in and just do some dino dancing. It's close enough. That'll be it for me today. Y'all take care. Have a cowl night. Rest well. Look after yourselves. No! Hanetu's green with blonde hair. Pretty sure Hanetu's white. At least very pale complexion. Blonde hair. Green outfit. No blue people. I know some blue people, but I don't see blue people live right now. Alright, y'all take care and have a good one. Good night. Bye-bye.